Yo, what's good, man? It's debate day. Somebody said they looking for me, man. Let's get it. Smash the like button as you come in the building. Let everybody know Knockout Boxing 86 TV is live. Let them know we talking boxing tonight, man. Hit the like button, punch the like button, stab the like button, kick the like button, headbutt the like button. Let's talk boxing, man. So yesterday when I went live, this dude, 5 Boxing fan, went over to BFTV shit and say he looking for me. Some of y'all was over there, some of y'all was over here, some of y'all was listening to both. Well, don't nobody look for me. Don't nobody look for me. I do the looking around this motherfucker, man. So I hope he pull up. I done wrenched him up. I got about an hour to play with. If he don't pull up, we'll drop the link for everybody. But when somebody say they looking for me, make it sound like I don't want smoke. Make it sound like I ain't confident in what I got to say. Yeah. Nah, we here. And we ain't hard to find for nobody that want it, bro. So there you have it. Come talk to me. We on fire, bro. We on a whole different type of time now. We ready for any and all, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building. Donate to that Cash App. Hit that super chat. Join the channel as a member. The more members we have, the more super chats we get, the more views we get, the more Cash Apps we get, the more content I make, man. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro. Let me stop that, bro. I just want y'all to see somebody call me out. We shit, we ain't gotta wait. We ain't gotta wait. Come holler at me. We ain't gotta wait for nothing. Not nothing, bro. Shout out my brother DJ G5 Gay. Drop that track, bro.
KO debate here. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Hey man, much respect to everybody in the building. Hit the like button, but for the sake of time, I'm saying what's up to everybody all at once, man. Special shout out to my wife, Miss Knockout Boxer. Everybody in the building, salute to y'all. But we gonna get straight to it. So the brother 5 boxing fan then came by. He hopped up on BFTB panel yesterday. He said he was gonna get me. He said he had this smoke for old Knockout. And then he also dropped the chat in there. He said Knockout soft. I was gonna roast him on Devin and he blocked me. He heard me in the link. He a Tank super fan. Cool. Well, come on up here and roast me, bro. Come on up here and roast me. Let me drop this link for you. This ain't for nobody else. This ain't for none of the brothers. And we got two options. We can do it right now, or if you want to set up a debate, you can set up a debate. You can let me know whatever it is that you want to do. Copy that. Drop that. This is for nobody but 5 boxing fan, bro. Don't nobody else hit that link right there. Don't nobody else hit that link there. For him right there. Nobody else hit it. And we can do it right here. Or if you want to set up a debate, we can do it tomorrow. I'm free tomorrow. So whatever you want to do. I see you in the background. Let me change this so we can look like we got some sense up here so we can look good. You know what I'm saying? Change that right there. Boom. Then hit that joint right there. Boom. 5 boxing fan. What's up?
Yo, first of all, let's get this smoke straight before you try to hype your little crowd up, right?
I'm not hyping no crowd.
Now, hold on. Is you gonna let? I'm coming to talk, my guy. You know, let me cook, right? That's what you call it, cooking. Let me stir up, my nigga. I jumped on a link the other day. You said 1 minute. I jumped on a link. You seen me come in here, and still cut me off. So first of all, I ain't go to BF looking for you. I got blocked.
I ain't see you on no link, bro. I ain't see you on no link. I got you.
All right, that's cool. However you want to say it, just let me.
But however you want. Let's talk this boxing. All that. Let's talk this boxing.
Go ahead. Hold on. I'm gonna present facts because you starting with a lie. First of all, I ain't never looking for you. I try to hold on. Let me talk, bro. Or guess what? You ain't gonna let me talk, bro. Ain't no need of me coming up here.
Talk, bro. Talk.
All right. Well, I'm trying to. I jumped in on the link. You had them block me. You got 1 minute. I'm blocking you. So what I did, I jumped on BF channel, right? A motherfucker that's gonna let me go ahead and rock out instead of being on some 1 minute shit. If I got smoke for you, accept the smoke, right? So here we go. Only reason I was jumping on your link, first of all, is because you said let you know if you lied. I felt like you lied. At the end of the day, Tank Davis is an A-side, right? That's all I hear. Is Tank Davis an A-side? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, he the A-side to everybody from 140 down. Facts. Go ahead.
That's right. And that's what I hear all the time, right? So Tank Davis an A-side, right? That means he the only one sending people contracts, right?
Is he the only one sending people contracts? No.
Yeah, from 140 on down, he the only one can send a contract.
He's not the only one that can send the contract. No.
He the A-side, bro. They can send a contract and try to negotiate. They can send a contract and then negotiate, but it's gonna be at the end. It's gonna be what Tank send back.
Yeah, that I agree with. Go ahead.
Okay. So let's do this, right? I was saying my point is the boy is ducking dead, right? And this how I tell you how he ducking dead, right? We can go back to when he was on Showtime, right? He was about to fight. Dev was gonna fight Cambosos. Tank was about to fight Rolly, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, since Dev talking so much, I want to fight him next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened? Now you can talk. I want to hear what you got to say about what happened.
So you talking about in between the first and second fight, right?
When Tank said if Dev talking since he talking so much, I want to fight him next. I want to know what happened, Tank.
He said, if you win, I want to fight you next. The reporter says, well, Devin Haney got a rematch clause. Tank Davis said, oh, and he dropped it. So now let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. I wasn't done, but go ahead.
No. You gave the floor to me, so now I got a question. I'm gonna give it
Go
back
ahead.
to you.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
So George Kambosos had a rematch clause with Devin Haney. He activated his rematch clause, said, I want my rematch clause. Can you please tell the people in the history of boxing when someone has activated their rematch clause and the fighter was able to get out of it?
Hey, you Bob Arum, or we talking to fighters or promoters and business and shit? Which one we doing?
When has a fighter had a rematch clause? I'll repeat the question. When has a fighter had a rematch clause and said, I want my rematch clause, and the other fighter said, fuck your rematch clause, I'm not fighting you? When has a fighter been able to get out of a rematch clause in the history of boxing? Floor is yours.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say never, but then I'm gonna come back like this, right? We talking about what Tank Davis. Hold on. See what I'm saying now? You trying to run with my question.
I'm gonna let you talk because it was really rhetorical. So you said never. So admitting that no one has never been out of a rematch clause before.
You want to do the business? You want to do the businessman dance or the fight?
How can Tank Davis duck an unavailable fighter? Now you go ahead and go.
Because this why Tank Davis can duck a fighter. He don't got to be available. We talking about what Tank Davis can do. He could have showed us right then that Devin wasn't available instead of you telling us Devin ain't available, because that's all you do. You tell us that, you tell us that Devin ain't available, but Tank didn't make sure that he wasn't available. Am I right or am I wrong?
Did I tell you that Devin wasn't available?
Nah, see, can you answer me? See, you asked me, my nigga, you asked me a question, I asked you one. Where your answer?
You don't like the answer. I mean, that's cool.
You ain't even say yeah or no. You start telling something else.
It's not on Tank, bro. No, Tank didn't show that Devin was unavailable. I didn't say that Devin was unavailable.
So that's
Kambosos.
So look,
hold on, bro. Hold on. I got you.
Go ahead.
George Kambosos said he was unavailable. When George
We're not
Kambosos
talking about him.
We're not talking about him.
We're not talking about him. We're not talking about him. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Why
not, bro?
Because we talking about what Dev can do and what Tank can do. Because watch this. Look, for example, let me help you out right here. I'm gonna stop all that nonsense. You look, because this how you be trying to run around in circles. I'm gonna stop all that. Tank Davis is the type of motherfucker. He fought both Garcias. That nigga sent 2 contracts. That nigga was ready to fight 2 different motherfuckers. So don't talk to me about the business, because Tank can make it happen.
Which one of those Garcias? Which one of those Garcias was contractually obligated to George Kambosos in the rematch call?
Why we keep talking about George Kambosos, bro?
Because you keep acting as if his rematch clause meant nothing. How can you duck a man who's contractually obligated to fight somebody else, bro?
Hey, bro, I'm talking about the 2 fighters we talking about and their actions. I don't care who they was obligated to. They still can show that they want the fight, my nigga.
How is it on you to show that you want to fight with somebody that can't fight you? So I'm supposed to. So hold on. So just so you know, so Tank Davis is a duck because he didn't spend money drawing up a contract. Hold on, bro. Tank Davis is a duck because he didn't spend money for lawyers to draw up a contract to send to Devin Haney, knowing that Devin Haney got a rematch clause, opening himself up for George Kambosos to be like, hold on, bro. You know I got a rematch clause. You sending this nigga contracts. Now George Kambosos can come at him and try to sue his motherfucking ass for trying to take a fight from him when he know that man had a contract and he know that man had a rematch clause. You want him to do all that shit to prove that he not ducking when you know George Kambosos had a motherfucking rematch clause and you out your own mouth said that the nigga ain't not now fighter, bro. And I heard you say you've been boxing for a long time. You was trained by Aaron Pryor.
We ain't worried about that. Come on.
You know for a fact, bro. You know for a fact that ain't nobody ever been able to get out of a rematch clause, but a nigga is a duck because he didn't send a nigga that would
so hold on. Check this out.
Contract, bro. Stop. Dog.
Look, you check this out, bro. You want to talk the business shit, right? You want to talk about who ain't unavailable and who might not fight and all this shit, right? And why should Tank do all this? But guess what? Tank did all that shit to get Ryan in the ring. Look, hold on. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Ryan literally ducked Dev. Ryan literally ducked Tank the first time and said he was fighting Pacquiao, everybody. That motherfucker said he was fighting Hulk Hogan, bro. Yeah. But guess what? Tank Davis still sent that motherfucker a contract and he on the zone. So don't talk to me about who unavailable, bruh, and what Tank ain't gonna do because he doing it with certain motherfuckers. What did Isaac Cruz do? What did Isaac Cruz do to get in the ring with him? But we'll say, guess what? Dev don't do this. Dev can't fight. Dev got pillow fists. Dev don't sell no seats. What the fuck did Isaac Cruz do to get in the ring? What did Rolly Romero do to get in the ring? Nigga, Tank Davis was, hold on, I'm cooking. I am cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking now. Hold on. I am cooking, my nigga. Because guess what? Tank Davis was the type of motherfucker that felt like when he had to fight retarded ass Rolly Romero, he felt like he was getting set up. He was out here saying they setting me up and all this and all that. You don't got to be set up. You can go fight Dev. You don't got to do none of that. You can send Dev a contract. He'll fight. I'm right or wrong? Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking, my nigga.
No, you're not.
This is what your boy do. And then watch this. Let me cook up a little bit more. Because guess what they say? I don't debate, but I know this boxing shit. Watch this. This is what they do. Devin Haney trying to clout chase off Tank Davis. Devin Haney trying to clout chase. But Ryan and everybody else can do whatever they want off Tank Davis, right? Nah. And guess why y'all hype right now? Y'all hype because you can put Shakur Stevenson in front of him now to try to protect Tank. The same thing niggas did with Boots Ennis when they wanted to protect that motherfucking Bud Crawford, nigga. And watch this. I'm going to help you out. Tell me what Tank doing different. Look, all right, well, guess what? Well, watch this. I'm going to show you how fucked up it is, right? Because I fuck with your show, bro, and I ain't trying to clown you no way. I fuck with your show, but when you talk about Tank, I don't be wanting to hear that shit. I don't be wanting to hear that. Look, because I know Tank your guy. Hold on. Let me finish. Watch this. All right, so I'm going to finish talking my shit. Watch this. You like a motherfucker like Tank Davis that could pick his fights, right? But then you be on a motherfucker like Bud Crawford ass when he go fight David Avenesian. What the fuck was the difference when Tank just fought that Garcia clown? It ain't no difference. And guess what? He doing all that to avoid Dev. Tell me him and Dev ain't the fight at 135 before Shakur got there. That ain't the fight at 135 like Earl and Bud was at 147, my nigga. Tell me that ain't the fight. But guess what? Now niggas is happy with Ryan Garcia because they know we ain't gonna get a Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. Ryan jumped in the way. The same Ryan that ducked out on Dev. The same Ryan that ducked 17 motherfuckers. What did he do to deserve this fight? And why is it so big? Because it's social media influence. Because he knocked out Javier Fortuna when he was 38 off a 40 ounce of beer. Come on, man.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir. Cook.
Okay. All right. So you said a lot. Number one, you keep bringing up Tank Davis in the contract to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia on the side of the zone. And that means he should have sent the contract to Devin Haney too. But you keep neglecting the fact that Ryan Garcia wasn't contractually obligated to anybody. You keep neglecting the fact that Ryan Garcia didn't have a rematch clause that he was beholden to. He was free to negotiate, number one. Number two, you got me all wrong. The fight that I want, that I'm very clear on, I want Tank versus Devin over any fight at the lightweight division, inclusive of Shakur Stevenson. Have said it 100 times, and I'm saying it again right now. So that's another thing. And to say, and you say I do this shit. You say you know boxing. To say that there is no difference between Hector Luis Garcia and David Avenesian, when Hector Luis Garcia is a former Olympian and world champion, and David Avenesian has never went to the Olympics. David Avenesian has never been a world champion. Hector Luis Garcia was knocked the fuck out, and he was undefeated at the time. David Avenesian was knocked out by a motherfucker that got knocked out by a motherfucker that Terrence Crawford already knocked out. David Avenesian already been stopped by Mean Machine, who Bud Crawford already got stopped. So to act like they on the same level somehow, bro, to act like that shit is the same, you totally misguided. You keep glossing over
they both bums, nigga. They both bums, nigga. They both bums. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what Olympics he went to. He went to the Special Olympics, nigga. That's the Olympics. He went to the Special Olympics. He's a fucking bum, nigga.
Now you don't want to let me finish.
Go ahead. He's a bum. He's a bum.
I got you. He a bum. If Hector Luis Garcia is a bum, that means you have to call JoJo Diaz a bum. That means you have to call all these other fighters a bum. Truth be told, if it ain't Tank versus Devin, if it ain't Devin versus Tank, everybody else secondary. So we're not gonna do that shit. But I know what it is. Hector Luis Garcia is less of a bum than motherfucking David Avenesian with multiple losses on his record when Bud Crawford fought him. So don't try to do that. But back to
a bum is a bum, bro. What's less than a bum? What is a bum and what's less than a bum? That's crazy.
Stop cutting me off while I'm talking, bro. Stop cutting me off while I'm talking.
Hey, guess what? I'm gonna let you do your thing on your show. I already cooked your bum ass, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping, bro. You want to talk business? I'm talking fighters. You want to talk business? You want to talk business? I'm talking fighters, bro.
You ain't tripping, but you keep cutting me off. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. How about we just set up a debate with judges and shit? How about that? How about that? That's what the fuck I thought, bro. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Don't leave now. You see how they keep running off, bro? I ain't even got my motherfucking hand on the mouse. You see how they keep running off? You see how they keep running off? 2 of my last 3 debates, niggas done ran off. You see how they keep running off? Shit crazy, bro. Anyway, like I was said, I'm gonna cook your points anyway, even though you ran off. And if you want smoke, you can hit the link again, or you can come get a real debate where you can't talk over me and I'll do you even worse. Like I was saying, bro, you cannot sit up here and say that Tank Davis ducked Devin Haney when Devin Haney was not available to fight. How the fuck can you duck somebody that's not available, bro? Make that shit make sense. The man had a rematch clause. You got up here with your dumb ass and you said, oh man, I ain't never seen nobody get out of a rematch clause. I ain't never seen nobody get out of a rematch clause ever in the history of boxing. So the man has a rematch clause. You ain't never seen nobody get out of it, but you want somebody to do some dumb ass shit like send him a contract anyway. So you probably ain't got no money. You probably don't know how to save no money. You probably ain't never came up on some money because you probably spend your money on stupid shit with thoughts and takes like that. That shit don't make no sense, bro. I'm going to send you a contract knowing that you contractually obligated to somebody else, knowing that you were supposed to fight somebody else, and that person done said both publicly and privately, and they promoter said, we taking our motherfucking rematch, but I'm supposed to send you a motherfucking contract anyway? How stupid are y'all, bro? Real shit. How dumb are y'all? And if you feel comfortable on BF shit, we can do it on his shit, bro. Whatever you want to do. You can't fuck with me for real. That's why you ran off. That's why you ran off, dog. So don't go around lying. You still got a wrench around this motherfucker. Don't go around here lying. You still right here. And you could click that link. You could do whatever you want to do. But you got emotional because you couldn't handle these motherfucking facts, bro. You put your foot in your fucking mouth. And you fucked up. You comparing an Olympian. You so emotional. You want to cap so bad, bro. You want to compare an undefeated Olympian who actually became a world champion to a dude with multiple losses that never became a world champion. That's what you comparing and shit. This is why I have to always go with guys like BF. This is why I have to debate Dub Right Side. This is why I have to debate Get the Smoke. Because you dudes keep running from me, dog. Y'all keep running from me, bro. I let you talk. And then when I start talking, you want to try to cut me off. This is why y'all keep running from me, bro. Y'all like, and I'm not making this shit up. It's on camera, dog. It's on camera, bro. Every time somebody get here, they run. Has anybody in any chats anywhere, has anybody seen Ben Israel, bro? Has anybody seen him? I ain't said nothing personal about you, bro. You come up here with these stupid ass boxing takes. What you run for? Matter of fact, since it's so intense, let's set it up tomorrow, bro. Put the questions. I keep it what I want, bro. What questions you want to debate? Cause see, now I really want to do you bad, bro. Now I really want to do you bad on this boxing talk shit. Let's debate tomorrow night, bro. You can pick the judges, dog. Is you with it or no? Is you with it or no, bro? Fuck all that. Is you with it or not? Cause I'll do you greasy. When you don't get to try to get emotional and talk over me, bro, I'll do you bad, bro. I will do you so bad, bro. It will not be close. You will not get a single round against me, dog. You can pick the questions. You can pick the question, bro. Let's talk boxing then, bro. If you want to talk boxing, let's talk boxing tomorrow night. We can set up a debate right now. What questions you want, dog? If you don't want it, say you don't want it. All that shit, I'm done. I'm done with the back and forth. What we doing, bro? What we doing tomorrow? Are we debating or not? Because you got time, clearly. Y'all either gonna give me the smoke or I'm with it. Or we can just move on. But you gonna either tell me yes or no. What we doing? Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. What we doing, bro? What we doing? Smash the like button one time, y'all. It's 211 people in here watching you flake up right now. What we doing? Is we getting it popping or not, bro? I will go first every round. You can pick the questions. You can pick the judges. You can pick the topics. Don't talk shit in my chat. Let me know what's up. All right, then. Get out of here, then, bro. That's what I thought. Just another clown. Want no smoke. Whole sucker out here, man. Just somebody else running off Devon saying salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Just somebody else just claim they want it. Oh, I'm over here on BFTV. I was about to roast KO. I was about to roast him. All right, come by and roast me. We get to going back and forth. He start name calling. He start name calling, then he getting his feelings and shit and hop off the panel and shit. Bro. Clarence, you say you want the link. All right, Clarence. C Money Bed style. What up? There you go, Clarence. There you go, Clarence. That's for you, bro. Yeah, Kevin, I know. You quit, you ran off, and then you hop in the chat typing and crying and shit. Okay. All right, whatever you say, bro. I asked you 5 times, do you want to debate boxing? Do you want to pick the topics? Do you want me to go first? I asked you all that shit, and all you can do is keep crying. What then? Keep crying. Like you ain't called me a name first. Like you didn't come here on some Heat Man shit, trying to tell me and talk over me on my own shit. But now you in your feelings. Y'all dudes is funny, bro. A lot of y'all is funny, man. Clarence Link in the chat. King Judah, what up, bro? Y'all be ready to cry and shit over these boxers and shit, man. You want to humbly admit there ain't nobody ever got out of a rematch clause and then say somebody ducking somebody with a rematch clause. How stupid is that shit, man? How dumb is that, bro? Hey, you ever seen anybody get out of a rematch clause before? No, I ain't never seen nobody get out of a rematch clause. Did Devin Haney have a rematch clause? Yeah, he had a rematch clause. But Tank still ducked him because he didn't send him a contract. But didn't you know who he was fighting already? Yeah, I knew who he was fighting already, but Tank still should have sent something. Right side, what up, man? So look, I gotta talk on this Shakur shit real quick, man. I gotta talk on this Shakur shit. Yeah, Danette, I know. It's cool. People, when you revert to that type of shit, that just means you losing the argument. And you have no comeback for it. I've learned that. He claimed he trained him at boxing. That's what he said. That's what he said. Juice, what up? So let's talk about Shakur Stevenson, man. I've been liking the energy from Shakur, right? I like the call out. I like you put yourself in position to be the WBC mandatory. I like all that shit. But I listened to his interview with Breakfast Club. I first heard it when I was over on BFTB channel cooking with me. He wanted to ask me some questions or whatever. He played a snippet of it for me. I gave my thoughts on it. In case some of y'all didn't hear it, I'll give some of those now. But I also went back and listened to the whole thing, right? And I gotta say, bro, Mike Reaper, what up, bro? I gotta say, dog, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I ain't mad at Shakur, but we can't do like you can't be all about the shit and politically correct at the same time. Like, I get what he was trying to do, but I understand, like, yo, business side, Tank is the bigger fight. I won't fight Tank. This is, you know what I'm saying? That would be big. Lay it all on the line against Tank, because Tank is the man. He the business side. That's gonna be the biggest money. That's gonna give me the most respect. But then say the champion in me wants to fight Devin Haney because such and such and such and such. I roll like this, bro. I roll like this. I got you, Goat. Hold on. I roll like this, bro. If you are talking more disrespectful about one fighter than another fighter, that's who I want to see you fight, bro. That's who I want to see you fight. So Shakur been real grimy. He been real grimy towards Devin, but a lot more respectful towards Tank. So your only priority right now got to be Tank, bro. I mean, got to be Devin, because that's who you've been talking about the most. I think the same shit about Devin, right? Devin been more respectful towards Shakur. So, but he been more grimy towards Tank. So Devin need to go after Tank first. I feel the same way about Tank. Tank been more animosity, shown more animus towards Devin Haney than he has Shakur Stevenson. So I want to see him fight Devin. The only way that Shakur Stevenson should go after Tank Davis is if Devin duck both of them. So if Devin drop his belts, move up, and he ain't going after Tank, then okay, Shakur should go after Tank. Or if Devin blink first, but he go fight Tank and he ain't making Shakur a priority, okay, then Shakur should fight somebody else. But after all that talking, WBC mandatory, Bob Arum saying it in public, you called the man out twice, all that shit, you got to go after Devin, bro. You got to go after Devin. Like that's what I think. We got somebody on the panel. He goes by Goat. Never seen him before. Goat, what's up? What you got for the channel, man?
Yo, check me out, man. Look. So I want to comment.
Are you Clarence? Are you Clarence or you Goat?
Of course.
You are Clarence. All right, but you're gonna go by Goat though. All right, what up with it, man? Talk to you.
Check me out. So look, let's get back to 5 boxing fan. That's my peoples. So I want you
that's your homie.
What?
I said that's your homie.
That's my peoples, man. That's my peoples.
All right,
so
go ahead. Talk to me.
So you were saying that, you were saying that I'm a Tank fan. I like Tank. But where you was wrong at is Tank did Doug dead. And it out here, and it's publicly out here. Bill and Dev both said that they wasn't contractually signed to fight Kambosos twice. They only had to fight for them belts. If they wanted to fight for them belts, they had to fight him twice. They could have dropped them belts just like Tank doing right now and fighting at 136 to fight Ryan. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. No, you're wrong. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
How am I wrong? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me if
so you're and I've heard all these arguments, bro, that y'all be coming with. So you're saying that basically George Kambosos had a rematch clause for the belts. He didn't have a rematch clause for Devin Haney. You're going with that narrative that Bill been saying, right? That's what you're saying?
That is the narrative. That's the facts. Is that not the facts?
It's not. It's a fact because what? Because Bill said it.
No, that's the contract, right? The contract was for the belt.
The contract right? Based on who? Because I haven't seen the contract and you haven't seen the contract. That's what Bill said about the contract.
So then here go my question: if me and you both,
I'm just trying to get where we getting it from, and then I'm going to answer your point because I want to make sure I'm addressing the point that you actually making. You're making that point based on what Bill said about the contract. He said that George Kambosos was contracted to the belts, not contracted to fight Devin. That's what you're making the point out for, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. So this is why I call bullshit on that, bro. So I need somebody to, instead of just believing what Bill Haney is saying about that shit, can you name one time that a fighter was contractually obligated to where if he lost, the WBO, the WBA, and the IBF, and the WBC all agreed that if the champion that beat him dropped the belts, that he could still fight for all the belts in one fight, and they agreed to that in the contract? When does that shit ever happen, bro?
It probably ain't never happened.
Okay,
hold on. If me and you both don't know what the contract say, why is we arguing about what?
Because Bill Haney has also said a lot of things that turn out to not be true.
But I'm asking, no, I'm asking you a question of, you just told me that we don't know the contract. So my question back to you is, how are you going to tell somebody that he was contractually supposed to fight that if you don't even know the contract yourself?
Because George Kambosos said he had a rematch clause. Because Lou DiBella said he had a rematch. Hold on, I'm gonna get my whole answer to you.
Go ahead, big dog.
Because you ain't on no bullshit. I'm gonna let you. Let me get the whole answer. Here's my answer to your question. George Kambosos said he had a rematch clause.
Go ahead.
Lou DiBella, I'm not stuttering at all. Lou DiBella said he had a rematch clause. Bob Arum said he had a rematch clause. Bill Haney and Devin Haney themselves said they signed up to do it twice and that George Kambosos had a rematch clause. And the fact that he had to fight George Kambosos shows he had a rematch clause. So, and then on top of that, there hasn't been a time ever in boxing. We know how shady they are. We know how disconnected they are. You mean to tell me that somebody, George Kambosos, had the power to get the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO to all sign on the dotted line that, hey, you got a rematch clause for all these belts. And if Devin Haney drop them, we going to allow you to fight for all of them at once. Ain't nobody doing that shit, bro. That shit ain't never happened. And on top of that, the fact that he had to fight George shows you. The fact that George Kambosos actually had the power shows you that shit, bro. I don't even know why people keep coming with this talking point, bro. This shit ain't never happened in boxing. It ain't never gonna happen because the WBO, WBA, IBF, and WBC will never be on one accord like that, bro. Where you gonna get them to all agree to put their shit on hold, bro?
Are you listening to what you saying? You listening to what you saying? You saying another person said it, bro. You asked me at the beginning, why are you saying that, Bill? Because Bill said that. You just told me that Kambosos said that. So why are we both going by he say, she say?
We're not. Kambosos, Bill Haney.
Did you see the contract?
Bro, Bill Haney, Devin Haney, George Kambosos, Bob Arum, Lou DiBella, they all seen the contract and they all said that George Kambosos had a rematch clause. Before Knockout,
I'm asking you, did Knockout Boxing see the contract?
Of course I didn't see the contract.
Okay then. So then when
all of them are lying. So everybody that did see, so both of the fighters that said he had a rematch clause, both of the promoters that said he had a rematch clause, and Devin Haney daddy who said he had a rematch clause, all them seen the contract, all of them said he had a rematch clause, and all of them lying, bro.
I mean, if you saying that Bill lying about he ain't have a rematch clause to fight for, and he only had the rematch clause to fight for the belts, we can't pick and choose when you want to believe a nigga. Why are you trying to pick and choose when you want to believe him?
Bill is the only one that went away from the original thing that all of them said, bro. That's why I'm picking and choosing.
Bill ain't the only one. Dev came out and said it himself, bro. So how is Bill?
They're the only one. So if that's the case, why didn't they drop the belts then, bro?
Because Tank didn't send no contract.
So they didn't drop the belts because of Tank. So it was Tank's job to get them out of their contract.
Is Tank not their job? Tank not the A side?
Again, it's Tank's job to get you out your own contract that you signed. That's what you're telling me, bro.
No. I'm asking you a question. If Tank is Tank not the A side, when have a B side send a contract?
Of course he's the A side, but I'm supposed to send you some shit.
When have a B side
get out of the shit you already in?
Huh?
I'm supposed to send you some shit before you get out of the shit you already in. That makes sense to you.
If you want
he's
to
supposed
fight,
he's supposed to send Devin Haney a contract to get him out of the shit.
Tank said he wanted to fight.
It's your job. Pay that man some step aside money or drop the belts and then negotiate. Do what you need to do to get out your contract. It ain't somebody else's job to get out your contract. Because if you Tank Davis, if you Al Heyman, what if Devin is lying like I know him and Bill was? What if they lying about that shit and then George Kambosos say, hold up, bro. Y'all know I got a rematch clause. Now I'm suing your ass too. Because you knew I had a rematch clause. You tried to go behind my back and send this motherfucker a contract anyway. Who would open themselves up to that shit, bro?
Now we doing what it could have. Why are we doing what it could have should have though?
You just did a woulda coulda shoulda with him trying to send him a contract, bro.
No.
You just did that shit.
I'm talking about Dev. I'm talking about Dev and Tank right now. I'm not talking about what they could have done. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what what Tank could have done was send the contract because he the A side, correct?
What up, BF? He is the A side, but you do not send a contract to a fighter that's unavailable. If I know that you're unavailable, why am I gonna open myself up to try to fight you next, bro? If I know you unavailable and I know you got a rematch clause, why would I do that shit, bro?
So how do we know if he's available or not, bro?
Because George Kambosos said, I'm taking my motherfucking fade, bro. I'm catching my motherfucking fade. I got a rematch. I want my rematch,
bro.
Why don't you believe the man that actually got the fight? Why don't you believe Bob Arum? Why don't you believe Lou DiBella? Why don't you believe these people? Why do you believe Bill?
Why
and guess what? Everything that they said actually came to fruition. He actually had to fight him. And y'all are making this lame-ass argument that he had to fight him because Tank ducked him and not because he had a rematch clause. Stop this shit,
what other fight? Hold on, let me ask you this. What other fight was there to fight besides Tank?
There was no other fight besides Kambosos,
what are
bro.
you talking about? What is we talking about?
There was no other fight besides Kambosos because Kambosos had a rematch clause, bro. What part
he
is
had a
hard
rematch clause for the
bro?
belts, bro. He didn't have a rematch clause to fight dead.
He had a rematch clause for the belts based on what?
Let me ask you this.
Based on what, bro?
No, let me ask you this.
No, based on what he had a rematch for the belts. You say that shit like it's fact, but you can't name one other time where it's happened, bro. You just going blindly believing these people's words, bro.
Let me ask you this. Tyson Fury and Wilder had a rematch clause, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. How long did it take for that second fight to happen?
The second fight?
Yeah. Second fight.
What do you mean, like a year?
You know, Tyson Fury fought a fight in between that, correct?
He fought 2 fights in between that.
Okay, then. And there was a rematch clause. So what are you talking about? Get out of it. It's possible, bro. It's possible to fight another fight before you fight that rematch.
Deontay Wilder allowed him to. George Kambosos never said that he was going to allow him to, bro. What happened? Now talk to me about the third fight. Talk to me about the third fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
I gave you an example.
Deontay Wilder said you ain't doing. Talk to me about the third fight. You want to talk about the second one? Talk about the third one, bro. What happened with the third one?
You asked me to give you.
What happened with the third one, dog?
You asked me to give you one, and I gave you one. Now we moving the goalpost.
No, bro. Because
why are you moving the goalpost?
The fighter in that instance, and number one, Tyson Fury re-signed. He broke the whole deal off and signed with a completely different promoter.
But hold on,
signed with a completely different promoter. That fucked up the deal too. Number one. Number two. Deontay Wilder wasn't tripping. He wasn't stomping his feet for his rematch. George Kambosos was. Now talk to me about what happened between the second and hold on, bro. Talk to me about what happened between the second and third fight with Deontay Wilder and Fury. When Fury spent the whole motherfucking year trying to fight AJ, but Deontay Wilder said, "What? I got my motherfucking rematch. You ain't doing shit else. You ain't doing a motherfucking thing."
Kambosos ain't the fight word, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you say what? Go ahead.
Kambosos didn't say a word, bro. That
second time around. You go ahead.
He didn't say a word. Kambosos ain't say no one word, bro.
He told him the night. He said the night of the fight bro. I can't believe y'all sometimes, bro. He said the night of the fight, bro. The night of the fight after Devin Haney whooped his ass. He said, "That's okay. We'll make adjustments. I'm gonna get him in the rematch." The very next week on Friday night on the Showbox card. I don't know if you know what the Showbox card is because I don't know if you watch boxing like that, but that's the card that Showtime do on Friday nights to uplift the young fighters. Lou DiBella was inducted into the Hall of Fame 6 days after Devin Haney beat George Kambosos' ass, and Lou DiBella 6 days later said, "Yes, George Kambosos is taking his motherfucking rematch clause." They ain't talk about no step aside money. They ain't talk about fighting nobody else. They said he's taking his rematch to fight Devin Haney next. I don't know where you was at, bro. I don't know what you was watching, but those are facts. That ain't a debate. That ain't my opinion. That's not your opinion. That ain't no narrative. That's what happened, bro.
That is fact.
That's what happened.
What did Wilder say after the fight? Did he say he was taking his rematch?
After the second fight, yes.
Okay,
he said I'm taking my motherfucking rematch. And guess what? That motherfucker was so ironclad, bro. These rematch clauses in boxing, bro, they so ironclad. COVID, motherfucking all that time off the ring, going to arbitration, talking all this shit in the media, trying to bash Deontay Wilder, all that shit. None of that shit worked because all that shit was in writing and all that shit was in paper, and they had to get that man his third fade. So he said, "I ain't stepping aside." Same way George Kambosos did, bro.
But hold on,
what are we talking about?
Question, bro. He fought 2 fights in between that. So he fought 2 fights in between that. You keep saying that Dave had to fight Kambosos. He had to fight Kambosos. He had to fight Kambosos. He was only allowed to fight Kambosos. But Tyson Fury fought 2 people before he was obligated
You
to
realize
fight.
you realize that in the first fight it was a draw, right?
What does that have to do with anything? What are we talking about? We talking about the
They had a rematch clause for if you win or if I win. If somebody gets a draw, then that invalidates the whole bro. Look, man.
It invalidates it,
Yes.
but still had a rematch
Yes,
clause.
they have to come to a new deal. And while they were trying to come to a new deal, Tyson Fury signed with a completely different promotional company. Where were you at when all this happened, bro?
I was here.
You clearly couldn't have been.
What are you talking about?
You should know this, bro.
No, he was. If he accepted the rematch, then what are you talking about? They had to get a new deal. You're not making sense. Are you contradicting?
Tyson Fury didn't have to. They had a draw.
Okay.
They were in negotiations for a second fight because of the draw. They wanted to run it back. But in the middle of their negotiation, when they had all but agreed to a second fight, Tyson Fury pulled away from the table and signed to Top Rank.
He did.
He signed to Top Rank. He pulled away from the table and signed to Top Rank. When they made their second fight deal, it included a rematch clause, just like the first one, except for win-loss, just like the first one. And so this time, when Wilder actually lost to Fury, he could say, "Hey, I want my motherfucking rematch." And when he did that, Fury did everything he could to get out that fight, but he fucking couldn't. They tried that same shit. Deontay Wilder he's obligated to the belt. We could just drop the belt and still fight Anthony Joshua. They were trying to do all this same shit that Bill Haney is telling you that they could have did. They tried to do it all, bro. But they end up having to fight Wilder because that shit was ironclad, homie. The only way that they was going to get Kambosos out the way was to pay him step-aside money. And they're not going to do that if they know Devin is already leagues above him. Why the fuck you going to pay somebody step-aside money when you already beat his ass? No, I'm going to let my fighter go in there and beat his ass again, bro. I'm not going to pay you not to fight when you got no chance to win, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, bro.
Could he have dropped the belts?
If he would have dropped the belts, he would have opened
himself up. Answer the question.
Not without fighting Kambosos. Kambosos would have still had calls, bro.
That's a yes or no question. Could he have dropped the belts?
And to do what? You can do whatever you want.
Oh, so now he can do whatever he wants.
You can drop belts, but you still obligated to Kambosos, and now he gonna sue your ass. Because when we fought the first, bro, you gotta understand that, like, dog.
How you know he gonna sue, bro?
Because if I fight you,
him, bro,
do you understand how business works,
bro? I understand that, but you don't know him, bro.
This shit crazy. So George Kambosos had all his belts on the line when he fought Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
And he had a rematch clause. So you think that Devin Haney can win all those belts and then try to drop the belts to not fight George Kambosos, who has an ironclad rematch clause, just like Wilder did, and you don't think George Kambosos can take him to arbitration or nothing?
Why we keep talking about ironclad, and we both just said that we don't know what the contract is.
Ironclad. Okay, so when has these are the same questions. When has a fighter ever been able to get out of a rematch clause, bro?
Probably never, bro. I don't know.
So that's what when I say ironclad, bro, that's what I'm talking about. When I say ironclad, the fact that no one's ever gotten out of one when they had a rematch clause, that's what ironclad means. That means you can't get out of shit.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm here. I got 8 more minutes before this debate starts.
Always possible, bro.
Say what?
The impossible is always possible.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
If the impossible was possible, it wouldn't be impossible, bro. But that's what we degrading to. You got no more talking points left, no more goalpost maneuvers left. It's the impossible is impossible. No more, bro. That's what you're talking to me about now, bro.
I said what I needed to say.
Okay, man. All right, bro. I appreciate you coming up, man. This was much more productive than talking to your peoples, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. You got any more questions, man? I got to get the people ready for the debate.
Oh, man. Enjoy your show. Keep doing your thing.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Shout out Omega Red with the $5 in the super chat, man. He say, dude laying in the bed like he talking on the phone with a girl who raised y'all. Hey, man, he was relaxing, bro. He was relaxing. Oh man, 5 boxing fans sit his homie up here because he could take that shit, man. He couldn't take it, but at least Goat stayed up here and talked to me, man. Kelly Thompson with the $2 in the super chat says the draw invalidated the rematch to the first fight. And if it was a real debate, bro, it would just be bad. It would just be worse, where you can't talk over me and shit, and I can't talk over you. Oh man, that shit would have been bad, bro. That shit would have been bad, man. God damn, bro. This shit crazy, man. All right, man. Look, like I was saying, bro. Like I was saying, man. 817, what up, bro? Like I was saying, bro. Shakur has to go after Devin, bro. Shakur has to go after Devin because he's put himself in that position and he's made it seem like that's all that he wants. So I understand Tank is a big fight, bro. I understand that Tank, you know what I'm saying, is the biggest name in boxing from 140 down. But I have to hold true to what I always say about all these fighters, bro. I have to. And that is this, bro. It gets to a certain point of your shit talking where I gotta see it. That's why in these three right here, bro, between Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson, my order of operations, you know, shout out to everybody that was good in math. My order of operations is very simple. The only fight I want to see Shakur go after as a primary fight is Devin Haney because of how he's been talking about him. He's been more respectful to Tank Davis. The only fight I want to see Devin go after as a primary because of how he's been talking about him is he got to go after Tank first because of the way him and his pops been talking about Tank. The only fight that I want to see Tank go after first is Devin Haney. The only way I'm cool with Tank fighting Shakur Stevenson is if Devin Haney duck him. And he ducks Shakur and he move up to 140. The only way I'm cool with Shakur Stevenson fighting Devin Haney is if Tank duck Devin. And then Devin is available and Shakur fight him. That's it, bro. That's it. Anything else, what should happen if everybody moving solid, and everybody really ain't ducking nobody, what would happen is that Tank and Devin will go straight at each other. No pause, no all gas, no brakes. They go straight at each other. When they get done with their business in April and May, assuming they both win, they go straight at each other, make that fight, boom. And then Shakur, waiting in the wings, takes another pretty big fight on his own, and then Shakur get the winner. That's what should happen if don't nobody duck. The only way that Shakur should come into play is if somebody ducking between Tank and Devin. That's the only way he should be able to come into play, bro. If he come into play, it should be because Devin went over there, did everything he could to make the Tank fight, and Tank ducked his ass. Now we got Devin and Shakur. The only way he should come into play is that Tank did everything he could to fight Devin, but Devin ducked his ass, and now we got Tank versus Shakur. That's what should happen, bro. That's what should happen if everybody moving correctly. Lockefeller, what up, bro? And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Miss KO, Educated Jab, AJ64, BFTB Boxing, Dub, Right Side, Nick J, Boxing. I see all y'all, man. Salute. Shout out Wesley Copeland with the $5 in super chat. Haney was on the 3-fight contract with Top Rank. He couldn't drop the belts and fight Tank. Wesley, I know that, bro. They know it too. You know what I mean? That's why towards the end of it, let me ask you a question, Knockout. Yeah, bro. Go ahead and ask. Isn't the impossible possible? I got a question for you. I'm about to back you into a corner, Knockout. Yeah, bro. What you got, bro? What you got? Isn't the impossible possible? You should have been up here arguing, BF. You'd have done a way better job, man. But you and I have had that argument hundreds of times, man. They can't argue it like you, man. Isn't the impossible possible? Yeah, all right. Dust yourself off. Come on back, man. Come on back. We ready. Look, man, we about ready to start. Everybody that's participating in the debate, come on up. Come on up, DJ. Come on up. I saw you in the chat earlier. You said you want to do your intro. DJ say he got an intro for BFS. Yeah. He say he got an intro for BFS. He about to drop an intro music when he come up in this motherfucker, man. But everybody, we ready for you. If you participating in the debate, we ready. Let me drop the link just in case people need it. I sent it out, but in case y'all need it. D-Free, if you got time to judge, D-Free, man, hit that link, bro. Anybody that got time to judge, man, I just need one judge. Right side gonna judge with me. And I need one more judge, man. Anybody that got time, man. There go the link right there. That's only for the people participating in the debate, man. Let me pin it up there, man. Let me pin that shit up there one time, man. Manager Marty, what up, bro? I see you in the building. Any of the people that been up on the panel before, any of my brothers that got to, okay, D-Free up here, we don't need no judge. All right, hold on. Before I let D-Free and Right Side up here, I see y'all in the background. I'm gonna let my brother DJ. He got, he came up and came out. Okay. I don't know if that was DJ. Maybe that was somebody else. DJ, we waiting on you, bro. Don't make me text you, bro. BFTB is here too. Everybody waiting on you, DJ. I done texted you. You said you was coming, man. Come on now. Let me take this off of there, bro. Let me get my bros up here. Get the bros one time for the one time. All right, there you go. All right. Hold on before I get y'all words. All right, DJ, there you go. Drop that track, DJ. He said it's 3 minutes long. Y'all hit the like button for the intro music, man. Smash the like button for the intro. First time ever TPL debate series history, man. We got an intro around this motherfucker, man.
Y'all watch this nigga get his ass beat to the soundtrack. Yo.
First ever time, man. First ever time, man. My brother DJ. Hey DJ, man, can we cut the intro short, man? Do some introductions, man. Get this shit popping, man. Everybody ready for the show, man. You ready, DJ? Yeah. DJ say he ready. Y'all got DJ fucked up, man. Hey, shout out to Matayo L with the $10 in super chat. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to BFTB Boxing with the $5 super chat. Y'all watch this get his ass beat to a soundtrack. Damn. All right, man. Let me go to my judges, man. Damn, let me go to my judges. D-Free, man. How can we get your vote today, man? How can the debaters get your vote, man? What they got?
Man, stay on topic, speak on the facts, and don't get caught in a lie.
Already. All right, Right Side, man. How we get your vote today, man?
Man, I agree with everything my brother D-Free just said. Hey, man, don't interrupt anybody, man. I'm very picky. If you interrupt, that's an automatic L for that round, in my opinion. And man, paint a picture.
All right, DJ. Let BF know what you about to do to him. He laughing like you light work or something, man. Let him know what you about to do to him, man.
I'm just here to state the absolute truth in these matters. There's been 3 questions that have posed to us, and I'm gonna I'm gonna state the truth and the facts, and I'm not gonna let him huff and puff and blow me away. Like he likes to get pretty upset and he likes to get excited, but just to the boxing family. Let's just concentrate on what's being said out here instead of huffing and puffing. Okay, that's what I'm about.
BF, what are we doing tonight, man? You coming off a big victory.
I'm gonna beat the shit out this nigga, dog. The fuck you mean what we doing? You know this nigga know what it is too, dog. What you mean what we doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, okay. See?
I love the energy from both of y'all, bro.
Okay.
Hey, this shit about to be good, man. Only here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. Y'all hit the like button. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of been busy, so y'all bear with me. I'm typing their questions right now. Then I'm gonna show y'all the questions. We gonna get the coin flip and we gonna get this shit popping. I'm almost done though, man. But yeah, man, this gonna be a good one, man. These some different topics. Shout out to DJ. He presented me with like 7 topics that he wanted to do. We chose 3 of them. He chose his side of the argument, and we gonna get it popping, bro. Give me 1 second. Let me type this real quick.
Look at this guy laughing. Look at him. What, you know? And all right. Well, we'll see. We'll
Make him stop laughing, DJ. Make him stop laughing tonight, DJ.
Laughing. He's, you know, I feel like Buster Douglas back in the day here, but there's going to be a couple of renderings here. There's a reckoning coming, and
okay, right.
you know,
look. So here go the rounds for everybody.
For
everybody in the chat, man. Here go the rounds right here. So round one, we got Stephen Cool Boy Stephen Fulton versus Monster Inoue. Very simple question: who should be favored to win that fight? BFTB is arguing for Cool Boy, and we're going to have our brother DJ arguing for Monster Inoue. Then round two, we got Canelo, David Benavidez. It's very simple question. Is Canelo avoiding David? BF says yes. My brother DJ says no, he is not avoiding him. And then I don't know why this third question disappeared, but let me get it again. Okay, third question. Let me say this. Third question, very simple to end the debate. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Is Ryan Garcia wrong for complaining about the rehydration clause? DJ says no, he is not wrong for complaining about the rehydration clause. BFTB is going to argue that he is dead ass wrong for complaining about the rehydration clause. All right, let me go to my screen. Let me get this shared. As a matter of fact, so I don't slow it down, D-Free, you got a coin, bro? If you got a coin, all right, yeah, we're gonna let D-Free flip it. As your first time in the building, DJ, you can go ahead and you can call it in the air, man. You got heads or tails, man?
Heads or tails?
Heads.
He got heads.
It's on heads.
It's on heads. Who do you want to go first, DJ?
I'll rock first.
You'll go first?
I'll rock first.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He hit you with the say yo. Okay. All right, you got 10 minutes, man. The question is Fulton Inoue. Who should be favored to win that fight? Tell us why it's Monster Inoue. Timer starts as soon as you start talking. Floor is yours, man.
All right, so the question should be, who should be favored to win, the Monster or Scooter? So in order to understand who exactly Inoue is, let's just go to have a look at this both fights overview and their resume, shall we? So Naoya Inoue, he's an orthodox fighter. He's the original OG monster. He holds a current record of 24 wins, 0 losses, with 21 wins by way of knockout. He stands 5'4.5". He's got a 67.5-inch reach advantage. He's got an 88% KO ratio. Inoue is known mostly for his timing, his speed, his punching power, and his devastating body attack. Currently, he's in the 5 active top fighters in the world today as the 85 or better KO ratio. So to do that in the lower weight classes, family, that's really, really hard to do. Just think about that for a second. This is like late 80s, early 90s Mike Tyson, I'm going to knock you out type stuff. Currently, Inoue is a 3-division world champion. He is a former undisputed bantamweight world champion. He's having held the WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine straps between 2019 and 2023. The WBC and WBO straps titles between 2022 and 2023. Currently, the Monster is in the small group of 5 hardest hitters in boxing, professional boxing today. So the other gentlemen in that class are Deontay Wilder, Jerome Boots Ennis. We've got Arthur Beterbiev and Gervonta Davis. So that's a very small class that Inoue's in. 5 in the world today. He could be considered right now as we speak and do this debate, pound for pound king right now, number 1. He could be considered. Now, others will argue, like my colleague BFTB over here, that other boxers have accomplished bigger feats, and there are better boxers. But what separates the Monster from most fighters active today is his skill, his mindset, and his ability to dominate. So in 2018, I just want to break it down for you, family. 2018, he became a 2-division world champ in his first 8 fights. 2-division, 2 weight classes. The only thing missing after he won his second strap in his second weight class at that time in his first 8 bouts was he wanted to take on more smoke and get all the accolades and challenge himself against the very best of the world, which he already has been. So entered in the boxing super series. That's where Andre Ward got all his accolades for light heavyweight. And, that's where he coined his famous run. So the monster completely dismantled the competition in the Super Series. His first 3 fights, think about this, family. His first 3 fights prior to the finale, the gold medal, if you will. The boxers shared a total of 7 minutes, 30 seconds with the monster. What? 7 minutes, 30 seconds on his way to the gold medal in the Super Series. So just take a half sec, think about that. He blew away the bantamweight divisions. Carlos Pano, which is 20-0, 19 knockouts, 1 loss. And Emmanuel Rodriguez, that was an undefeated fighter, 19-0, 12 KOs. Blew them both out. He won the Boxing Super 6 tournament, and he defeated Hall of Famer Nonito Donaire twice. Okay? The first time in the Super 6 for the gold medal, that one was unanimous decision, the monster, but that was a tough fight, family. He fractured his wrist and he got his cracked his orbital bone there. So it was that was a knockdown, drag out one against Donaire. Second time he met up Donaire, second round KO, decimated him, done. Okay, and that was the guy that took him for all the marbles. Now the monster at this time, when he won the Super 6, he held 3 straps. The only thing that was left was the last strap from England, Paul Butler's WBO. On August 25th, last year, 2022, he beat up and punched out the English Paul Butler and took his WB strap too, unifying that belt in the 11th round KO to start the 4-belt era. This man started the 4-belt era, okay? Unification. So he became the first bantamweight unified champion at that time, stopping at the time of the stoppage for Butler's strap. He was ahead on all three scorecards, 100-90. So you can imagine the whitewash that was going on there. He now stands as the first boxer in history to defeat all 4 major sanctioning champions by knockout. So everybody holding the strap, enter the monster, that man decimates you. Okay, that doesn't happen, family. Think about that. He stands as the only Japanese fighter in Ring Magazine history to reach #1 pound for pound, because those guys knew what he was doing. A lot of people don't know what he was doing because they don't pay attention to the lower weights, but this man is decimating everything. He now challenges Steven Scooter Fulton for his WBO and WBC straps on July 25th. Okay? Think about this, family. As a championship, his record stands 19 opponents, first 19. He won 17 by knockout. And he's beaten all of them in world championship fights. He's got 9 opponents, 8 by KO for his bantamweight world title fights. He's got 2 opponents, both by KO, for his world light flyweight titles. And he's a total of 10-0, 8 KOs against former or current world champions. Now, if we circle back to the question, who's favored to win? Cool boy Steph or the monster? I ask you, family. I ask you guys. Put on your thinking caps on this one. That guy's going to scoot around the ring and run away from the monster. Okay, that's very clear. And the question is not if the monster is going to win. The question is in what round is Scooter going to get knocked out? Time.
right, DJ came with a lot of facts. DJ, okay, DJ prepared on y'all ass. Keep on sleeping on DJ. All right, BF, you got 10 minutes, man. Timer starts when you start cooking. Who should be favored in this fight, man? Tell us why it's cool, boy, bro.
All right, bro. I don't listen, bro. I don't give a damn how much arm reach. I don't give a fuck where he was born. I don't give a damn if he eats rice with chicken. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that. All right. There is 3 guys that we know that were anything down there. Quadras, Ring Visai, and some other bum ass nigga that don't nobody talk about. Well, he ain't fight none of them motherfuckers. So you can tell me about Paul Butler, Paul Bunyan, the Onion Man. I don't give a fuck about none of them. This man has not fought not one black guy his entire career. Not one. All of his fights has been in Japan. He hasn't fought one black guy his entire career. This man admitted to the world, I haven't even sparred a black guy. I haven't even sparred one. Not only have I not fought one, I haven't even sparred one. Not even one. But yet I'm supposed to believe that the smaller guy moving up to a bigger weight class where this guy, Scooter, that you just talked about, just dominates everybody. I'm supposed to believe that a smaller guy moving up to this weight class against a guy who dominates everybody, fight, and again, he's fighting a man he's never even fought anybody even in the race. Admits he never fought anybody in the race. He's never fought anybody in any component, any opponent. He's never fought anybody that fights like Scooter. So I'm supposed to believe that the smaller guy who hasn't fought anybody like Scooter, moving up in weight class, not even sparring, even to this day, still not sparring black guys. To this day, I'm supposed to believe that he's the favorite over Scooter, who just beat the dog breaks out of how many undefeated fighters back to back to back? How many? He's got more undefeated fighters on his resume than who? Just about everybody. But I'm supposed to believe that monster Inoue, who's beating the brakes off of bum-ass, little-ass people that nobody know, no one care about. And again, he didn't fight any of the names that I mentioned. He didn't fight any of them. Didn't fight Quadras. Didn't fight Roman Gonzalez. Didn't fight motherfucking Sarir Rungvisai. Didn't fight any of these guys. But I'm supposed to believe that any type of competition that would have been competition, he didn't fight them, but he's somehow going to move up in weight and be a bigger, more technical guy. And you talk about, oh, well, you know, he beat Nonito Donaire. Yeah, he did, but you forgot he damn near got his head knocked off in that fight. Yeah, you forgot he damn near got his jaw broken. He damn near got his whole head launched into the 5th row. You forgot about that part. We left that part out. And you're trying to tell me that this guy who's inside boxing has been trash. Yeah, it's been trash. He fights a lot. Most of the time, he fights on the outside. He wants to keep him at that range so he can keep him at that power, where that power's at, and come with that power. That's where he wants to do. That's how he was able to get Nonito in the second fight. That's how he beat up this bum-ass nigga Butler that don't nobody know about. But you want me to believe, and everybody else, that this man's supposed to move up in weight and fight a guy with the skill set, the footwork, the ring IQ, the inside fighting of a Scooter. And so he's supposed to come up be the favorite for that. That's what you want me to believe. Telling me about his ring size, how big his feet are, is totally irrelevant to what's going to happen when he gets into the ring. It's totally irrelevant. Now, you can write it down as many notes as you want, but the one note that you missed is that he never fought a black guy. That's the one note you missed. He never even sparred a black guy. You missed those notes, too, during your intro. You should have took those down, too. You missed all that. But I'm supposed to believe you that he's going to come up because he beat Butler. Does Butler fight like Scooter? I'm just asking an honest to God question. He doesn't, because he beat what? Monster Inoue? I mean, he beat Nonito. Well, Nonito said he gave up the game plan and just started to dog with him. He gave up the game plan and just started throwing blows. Now, when does Scooter fight like that? He doesn't. All right, he doesn't. He mauls you. He fights real close to you. Takes away that distance. Yeah, he takes away that distance. I'm going to stay right up and close with you. So everything you do, I'm parrying, I'm catching you. I'm throwing, I'm parrying, I'm catching you. Yeah, I'm doing all that. And oh, by the way, didn't this man just postpone the fight? I get it. I understand. You know, Scooter said, okay, it's no problem, no big deal. But he just postponed. They were supposed to fight already. Sounds like someone got a little bit of cold feet. Whatever the case may be. But I'm sitting here listening to you give me all these stats as if those stats are Scooter stats. I'm sitting here listening to you give me all these damn names that he fought, as if those guys even weigh the same amount as Scooter. I'm listening to you here run down a bunch of goofy ass shit about how, oh man, his knockout power against who? Oh man, this guy right here, he's his skill. What skill? What are we talking about? What skill are you saying that this guy has that we should be looking at, man? He could do this, he could do that. At distance. Fights distance. Well, if someone takes away your distance, then what? Because when Nonito was taking away his distance in that first fight, he didn't look that good. He didn't look that good. Face all banged up and beat up. Yeah, he didn't look that good. And like I said, he damn near got his head taken off his shoulders when Nonito fought him on the inside a little bit. Yeah, but then that second fight, when he kept that distance, yeah, he was able to capitalize on that. Now, what fight did people keep the distance with Cool Boy? What fight was this? What fight should I watch where people kept the distance with Cool Boy and kept him at range and kept him behind the jab? What fight is that? Because what I know of Cool Boy is he puts you where he wants you to be. Now, in what fight did we watch Monster Inoue change that around? He fought all fighters that are a specific style, and that's why he won all the fights that he fight. But you're expecting me to believe that a Cool Boy who has fought boxers, he's fought brawlers, he's fought bangers, he's fought guys with chins. We're supposed to believe that a smaller guy moving up in weight to challenge a man who just literally just fought a bigger guy in Brandon Figueroa, who's at a higher weight class now, and beat that man at his own game. But I'm supposed to believe that a smaller man moving up is going to beat him. Have you ever heard the saying that a good big man beats a good small man 10 out of 10 times? I know you heard that. If you know anything about boxing, that's what they say. A good big man beats a good small man. Monster Inoue is a good small man. Cool Boy Steph is a phenomenal big man. Phenomenal big man. More undefeated fighters than who? Consistently shining, consistently styling, consistently beating people up on the inside, consistently fighting them at their own game, consistently with better footwork. Monster Inoue's footwork isn't good enough to what's he going to do? Is he going to walk Cool Boy down? I'm trying to figure out what is he supposed to do? Is he just going to keep him at range? Well, he can't keep him at range because Cool Boy will cut it off. Is he going to walk him down? He'll get countered to death. We've seen this already a multitude of times. So I'm still trying to figure out how anybody would, if you want to say, if you want to say that Monster Inoue can win, sure, he can win, but we're talking about who's the favorite. Who's the favorite? Clearly Cool Boy Steph. This shouldn't even be a conversation at all. The favorite is Cool Boy, and it would be like, who's the favorite between me and you? That's the difference between what the fuck you're saying and what I'm saying. I'm clearly the favorite. Why? Because I'm better. I'm better. I'm a better big man. You are a good small man. It's the same stance as Monster Inoue and Cool Boy Steph. But keep trying, bro. We don't even need to go no farther, bro. I'm finished. Let this man get his rebuttal.
You got 5 minutes, DJ. Go ahead and rebuttal what BF had to say. He was talking spicy, man. Go ahead and give him some of that spice back, man. You got 5 minutes. Timer starts when you start talking, brother.
How many black fighters are at 108 and 112 pounds?
Sounds like
I would beg to differ that there's not too many in those weight classes. A couple of key points that I'd like to bring out in these matters is Monster became a 2-division world champion in his first 8 fights. Okay. He captured once again the light flyweight and the super flyweight titles in his first 8 fights. Never been done. Inoue stopped Adrian Hernandez with a record of 29 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw and 18 KOs in his 6th pro fight to capture Hernandez's 108-pound title. He vacated that belt, okay, to go after, and everybody knows who this is. He challenged Omar Navarez for his WBO strap that Navarez held, a record at the time of the challenge. This is his 7th fight, 43 wins, 1 loss, 25 wins by way of KO. The only guy that Navarez lost to is, you guessed it, Nonito Donaire. Okay, one guy. What happened to Navarez? Monster decimated the guy in the second round by devastating KO. Body shot, matter of fact. So second round, what wiped out Omar Navarez' 7th fight. You think about that. What is Scooter going to do? After making 7 successful defenses, he went on Inoue challenge for the Britain's Jamie McDonald's WBA regular bantamweight title. So the Monster then knocked out McDonald senseless in less than a round, Mike Tyson style. I'm going to knock you out, late 80s, early 90s, less than a round, to capture his 3rd strap. All right. So enter the Super 6 tournament. So they did the Super 6. The Monster tore through the competition to get to the finale, sharing the ring just 7 minutes and 30 seconds with the contestants. 7 minutes, 30 seconds, family. He had a combined total of his competition of 39 wins, 1 loss, 21 KOs by the time that he decimated these guys. After beating Nonito Donaire by unanimous decision to capture the World Boxing Series tournament, the Monster went on to unify all 4 titles at bantamweight. Okay, he destroyed Donaire on the 2nd time for his WBC strap, and Nonito Donaire did go against a lot of black fighters, and he did beat a lot of black fighters. Actually, this is the man that he decimated in 2 rounds. So he had to He started the 4-belt era. Okay, this is the man that brought us 4 belts. He's currently scheduled to face Scooter on the 25th of July for Scooter's WBO and WBC straps, 122 pounds. So let's have a look at Steven, cool boys, accolades, shall we? So he's 21-0, 8 KOs, only 8. So he's doing this a lot. There's nothing really serious behind it, right? Kind of like, my right hand, as opposed to my compadre BFTB's right hand, a big difference there. Okay, so he beat Danny Roman. Danny Roman lost to Akhmedov, and he beat a washed-up Danny Roman. Scooter's biggest win, what are we talking about here, is Brandon Figueroa. Now, I thought Brandon won that fight. I didn't give Scoot a pass on that fight. I watched it very carefully, and I'm not the only one. He won by split decision. One judge saw it my way. More effective, busier punches, volume punches. Brandon Figueroa should have, got past Scooter. But the 2 of the 3 gave it to Scooter, and, that thus produced his WBO strap. And then the other guys, he beat Angelo Leo, undefeated. Who is that? Angelo Leo. Floyd Sr. always says it don't mean shit if the guy's undefeated. Who did he beat? Who did that guy beat? He beat Isaac Avelar. Who? Isaac Avelar? Okay. Who did he beat?
You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And I just got a question, family. What the fuck is Scooter going to be able to do to the Monster when they get up in that ring?
Time. BF, you got 5 minutes.
Now, I tried to let you slide, but you said it again. All right? I promise you I did. You keep saying this goofy ass shit about how Monster Inoue started the 4-belt era. You keep saying this. No, he didn't. Maybe you don't know who Bernard Hopkins is. Jermaine Taylor, Kelly Pavlik, Terrence Bullet Crawford, for God's sake. Monster Inoue just got 4 belts. When? Last year. But you keep saying the same stupid shit. Now, I was going to let you slide, but you keep saying it. You said it again as if it's a fact, and it fucking isn't. You brought up some bum-ass nigga, Omar, whatever the fuck his name is. I was going to let you slide on that, too. You fucking lied. You said that, oh, man, he had 1 losses. Maybe you forgot that Nonito Donaire beat that nigga 3 years before Monster Inoue fought him. Maybe you forgot that. Maybe you didn't write that down when you did your fucking notes. I'm just thinking, maybe you didn't write it down. I'm trying to give your bum ass a pass. But you're not following suit. You're not, bro. You're telling me about how, this guy, he beat Monster Inoue, he beat this guy, and he beat that guy, and no one knows who the fuck they are. No matter how many times you try to sugarcoat it, slice it, add some goofy ass shit on it, no matter how many times, no one fucking knows them. I told you, I named the 3 fighters that are down there. He didn't fight any of them. None. Oh, well, this guy fought black fighters. Yeah, he did. Well, there isn't that many black fighters down there. Well, I remember 2 people that was calling this man out. Guillermo Rigondeaux said, I'm monster hunting. I remember this. Did he fight Guillermo Rigondeaux? 0. No, he did not. I remember Zolani Tete was calling this man out. Did he fight that nigga? No, he didn't. Now, I tried my best to give you bro, this is a fucking massacre, bro. Now, I don't even need to go no farther. Time. Man, time. Next question.
All right. That's round 1. Let me grab let me put the poll in the chat for y'all. All right, boom, there we go. Let me unpin this because we got everybody up here. And then let me catch these super chats. Then we're going to get to the judges. Shout out Big Dog Willie with the super chat with the $2. He says, Inoue KOs Fulton, Gary Russell Jr., Devin Haney, Canelo Alvarez, and Earl Spence. Facts. And he come back in the super chat with the $2. He says, Inoue KOs Boots, Tank, Prime Hagler, Roy Jones Jr., pure facts. Then he comes back in the super chat with $2. And he says, Inoue KOs a Prime Roberto Duran, Salvador Sanchez. Pure facts. Them all pure facts. Everything you say is facts, Big Dog Willie, as long as you keep dropping them super chats, brother. Anthony Chulo with the $5 in the super chat says, you know what they say, you can't fight crazy, and these dudes be talking crazy. Salute, my dude. Just got to laugh at this shit. Appreciate you, Anthony Chulo, coming through and dropping the super chat on your boy. And then shout out to I'm Here for Boxing with the $5 in the super chat. He says, is that Sydney from White Man Can't Jump? Nah, bro. Sydney is the black dude, bro. Yo, bugging, bro. Sydney is Wesley Snipes' character, bro. you tried to make a joke. You tried to make a joke and you got the wrong name, bro. Sydney is Wesley Snipes' character. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Wasn't Sydney Wesley Snipes' character, bro? Y'all let me know if I'm true. Yeah, he Billy Ho. Yeah, that's what you meant to say, bro. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, hashtag TWT with the $2 in super chat. Inoue beat BFTB in the debate at KFC drive-through line. Shout out to Big Dog Willie in the super chat. And let me just say this, bro, on behalf of DJ, man. Y'all keep the like, we all jokes and we gonna talk a lot of shit. I get that, man, but show him the respect. He up here, he studied, he debating and shit, man. Show him the respect, because a lot of people don't get up here. A lot of people say they want to debate me, bro. A lot of people say that they want to debate BFTB. This man followed up, sent his topics. He did all that shit. So, cook, what I'm saying? Talk your shit or whatever, but y'all don't disrespect DJ up here, man. He trying to do his thing. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to A1 Hoop Zone with the $5 in the super chat. He says, at Big Dog Willie, if you don't get your back in the rehab off these damn super chats, let him, you know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing. But yeah, bro, y'all show him love, bro. Like, talk your shit. Tell him that he dead ass wrong if you think he dead ass wrong. Tell him that he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what he talking about. Tell BF he dead ass wrong if you think he dead ass wrong. But the same way that we want our respect, man, give him his respect too, because he up here, he ain't no troll. He really about this shit. He trying to do his thing. Jay Grant said, shut there. All right, Jay Grant, my bad. I don't want no smoke, Jay Grant. You never hit the link, though. All right, D Free. What up, D Free? Talk to me. Who you get this round to and why, man?
DJ started off good. He was giving a nice little history background of Monster Inoue, but BF came with his reason why Cool Boy should be the favorite, and he stated that Monster Inoue never fought a black guy. He never sparred a black guy. And then we went to the rebuttal round, and then BF caught DJ in a lie. So with that, I gotta give it to BF. When you get caught in a lie, you lose the round.
All right. Doug, who we giving the first round to, man?
Hey man, first round, man. DJ, he came out. He broke the resume down for Monster. He went through the different fighters, the skill set that he believes Monster was going to come with. I thought it was a good point when he brought up Monster was the first Japanese fighter on the pound or Ring Magazine pound for pound list. I thought it was also another good one when he talked about the 19 champions that he had fought and stopped 17 of them. Now and then in BF's first round, man, he came out and he brought up like D Free said, he brought up how Monster had never fought a black guy. He also brought up how the smaller skilled guy usually beats the bigger skilled guy usually beats the smaller skilled guy. Very common saying in the sport of boxing. Brought up the different ways, or how Cool Boy has also fought bigger fighters and beat them as well. As far as the rebuttal round, I thought I had it really close going into the rebuttal round. My problem was, DJ, in your rebuttal round, I thought you focused too much on some of the points you made in your first round versus rebuttaling enough of what BF said. And then I actually had wrote down when you brought up the point when you said he brought us the 4-belt era. I had a question mark by that, and then BF went directly at that point right after I had put a question mark by it. And so because of those points, I did get around to BF.
Yeah, I agree with the judges. My vote is for BF too. And the reason is, DJ, I thought you spent a lot of time talking about like the accolades and the stats of Monster. Anyway, I want to hear, he's more explosive. I want to hear he throws his punch really well that Stephen Fulton gets hit by, and what fights did he fight in that he got hit by those punches and shit like that. I wanted to hear more of a breakdown of why Monster Inoue could get to him, and not just what he gonna do when the Monster get in the ring and then give me all his accolades, because your accolades can't fight for you. And then BF, man, he came with a strong argument like he always do. Talk about how Stephen Fulton beats people at their own game, winning fights inside, outside. He can beat you with the jab. And then the two key points though, when he caught you in the 4-belt era shit, like the brother said, when somebody do that to us, that's a haymaker. That's a goddamn, that's a bar. That's a mic drop moment. And then the other thing, man, that Stephen Cool Boy Fulton is just bigger, and the big guy beats the small, the good small guy. So I agree with the judges on that one, man. I got it 1-0 as well. Looks like the chat agrees. Let's end the poll in the chat. Let's get to round 2. BF is gonna go first this round. This is the Canelo question, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, the Canelo question. We got Canelo David Benavidez question. So, is Canelo Alvarez avoiding David Benavidez? BFTB, tell us why he is avoiding David Benavidez. You got 10 minutes. Timer starts when you start talking, bro.
I mean, well, history tells me that. Like, I can sit here and say whether I want to believe it or I don't want to believe it, but the facts are the facts. The man said he's too small for 160, but somehow now you're fighting for a vacant WBC belt as soon as David Benavidez don't have it no more. I mean, when he had it, you wasn't going up there. When he had it, there wasn't no legacy talk about 68. When he had it, there was no undisputed talk at 68. When he had it, you wanted undisputed at 160. When he had it. But for some strange reason, as soon as he don't have it no more, all of a sudden, now that's the place to go. That right there is the place to go. All right, cool. Well, I mean, whatever. We can say kawinky dink. I don't see it. It looks like facts to me that that's exactly what you did, but whatever. Let's keep it moving forward. He's been calling out Canelo for how long now? Didn't they offer this man what? $55 million? Didn't they offer him $55 million to fight this man? Yet you had another deal on the table for not even, a third of that or something like that to fight Bivol and Bum Lufkin in a trilogy when you already beat the man, and you said yourself that the only way you will fight Bum Lufkin again is if he has a belt. That's what you said yourself. So that was a slam dunk right there. I'm offering you Benavidez, Charlo, or Benavidez and Errol Spence. I'm giving you 50-something million for Benavidez, 50-something million for Charlo, 50-something million for Errol. I'm giving you way more for these guys. You're Canelo Alvarez. You are the money guy. Well, I'm giving you this. And don't tell me sides of the street because you fought Caleb Plant. So there it was, right there. There was David Benavidez, a bigger bag, networks, everything there for you. You turn that down, and you fight Bivol, lose, and still fight Bum Lufkin. Bro, you ducked this man a multitude of times. On top of that, here we are now. David Benavidez is your mandatory. He's your mandatory. You're saying, oh man, listen, I don't not scared of nobody now. Listen, I tell you guys, I fight anybody now that the pressure's on you. Now you're saying that, but that's not what you said back then. Back then you said, I am not fighting no Mexican fighters. No more Mexican fighters for me. You was clear about it. You stood on your square. Your whole fan base was protecting you. That's right. Yeah, that's his countrymen, blah, blah, blah. And now that the pressure is on you, all of a sudden, I'm not scared of nobody. Listen, I'll fight him. You didn't say that then. You're saying it now when the pressure's on you. And what are you doing is even more. You damn sure ain't trying to fight him. You're trying to fight a rematch. A rematch with Bivol. You lost at his weight class. You're trying to fight a rematch with Bivol. You're fighting a bum. Oh man, he's my mandatory. A bum. You asked for the last one. You're fighting another bum that no one's asking for. You could be fighting Benavidez. Let me guess. They're going to say, we're going to strip you. If you don't fight John Ryder, we're going to strip you. Well, how did that work the first time around with the WBC? If you don't fight Bum Lufkin, we're going to strip. How'd that work? They literally made a whole new belt for this man. A whole new belt. The franchise belt, which don't even exist anymore because you don't have it. So they just clearly made a whole new belt specifically for Canelo Alvarez so we don't have to worry about mandatories. How ironic. How ironic. But yet here we are again when David Benavidez is there. Now, before David Benavidez fought Caleb Plant, it was he's going to fight the winner because people were thinking it was going to be Caleb Plant, me included. How ironic that when David Benavidez wins now, all of a sudden it's Bivol next. How ironic. And it ain't like Bivol's like, yeah, hey, I'm with it. Yeah, let's do it. No, Bivol's saying the only way I'm fighting you, the only way is if I fight you at 168 for your belts. That's the only way it's happening. You don't dictate nothing with me. I beat your ass. And they're still entertaining Bivol. Still. I wonder, has anybody reached out to Benavidez yet? Has anybody reached out to Benavidez and said, hey, Benavidez, if the Bivol fight falls through your necks, has anybody did that? This is Canelo Alvarez we're talking about. The fake face of boxing, the fake one. The guy, the money man, the A-side to everybody. He can do anything he wants. This is this guy. And you mean to tell me he can't get something prepped for David Benavidez if Bivol falls through? Yeah, you mean tell me that? He can't get nothing prepped. He can't have a contract ready for him. He can't have that ready. He can't have anything fired up for David Benavidez. Nothing. It's just Bivol or nothing, right? That's what it is. It's I'm fighting bum-ass John Ryder, and then I'm going to fight Bivol, and if I can't get Bivol, I guess we'll figure it out. Really? So you mean to tell me you can't figure this shit out already? You can't have this man on ice already. You can't have him sitting here waiting. You are Canelo. You can't do that. You can't say, listen, bro, you're running your mouth. I don't duck nobody. You're running your mouth. So what we got is if Bivol falls through your necks, if Bivol falls through your necks, just make sure you're ready. Stay in the gym. Don't miss weight. Don't snort cocaine. Is Canelo saying anything? Nothing. Do you know what he's saying? I'm no scared of no one. You know, I ain't no scared. I know. The fuck does that mean? There's a man right here that's like, you gotta fight me now. I'm your mandatory. You gotta fight me. And instead of this man saying, okay, well, you know, guess what? If this falls through, you got it. Instead of this man going to PBC and saying, hey, is that 55 million still on the table? Is that 55 million? Because I know he's my mandatory. So I want to make sure that 55 mil is still on the table. Is it still there? Because this is an easy bag for me. He's got to fight me anyway. This is an easy bag. Is that 55 mil still there? Because they don't have to offer the 55 mil. He's the Mando right now. He must fight Benavidez or he gets stripped. He must. So they don't have to offer that 55. Is he saying anything? Is he doing anything? He's not doing a damn thing. John Ryder. And don't tell me, listen, bro, he's got to focus on his fight because he's fighting John Ryder. Got to focus on it because he's damn sure mentioning Bivol. Damn sure mentioning Bivol next. So don't tell me he can't speak about another fighter. If that man was like, hey, I got John Ryder in front of me, I'm not worried about nobody else. Don't bring up Bivol, don't bring up nothing. If he was like that, BF wouldn't even brought that statement up. But he ain't. They bring up a question to me and say, oh, it's Bivol. It is Bivol. I want to go 175 because they're going to say I drained him. If I bring him back down, they're going to say, you talking like you ain't even fighting nobody. So why can't it be Benavidez? Why can't it be? Why can't they say, oh, well, you know, it's Bivol's the one I want next. He's the one. I want Bivol because he beat me and I want to show the world it's a fluke. But if for some strange reason that falls through, Benavidez has been running his mouth. He's my mandatory. I want him next. I don't duck my mandatories. When it was Advil Piss, I jumped on it lightning fast. Literally requested it. I asked him to defend my WBC mandatory. Is he asking anybody to defend with Benavidez? The answer is no. It's a rhetorical question. Because they damn sure didn't ask Mauricio Suleiman, can I defend against Benavidez? Damn sure didn't do it. But he had no problem requesting. And Mauricio Suleiman even came out and apologized. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for this. Because he requested it. Where is he requesting Benavidez? Where is he requesting it? Let me guess. You're just going to let the system just play itself out, right? He's a mandatory. Hey, when they call the mandatory, then I guess I'll fight him, right? But I don't remember that happening for Advil Piss. He literally requested that. Just throwing those things out there. I'm still waiting for him to request Benavidez. But this man is going to tell you how Canelo Alvarez, come on, man, he's the face of boxing. He ain't ducking nobody. This man's going to tell you, oh, man, this is Canelo Alvarez. Oh, man, listen, bro, let me tell y'all something, bro. He wants to get his revenge back from Bivol. This man's going to tell you, this is Canelo Alvarez. He wants the bigger fight. The bigger fight. It's a bigger fight with Bivol. He'd probably say some shit like that. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Hopefully he doesn't, because I just removed that. But it didn't stop him from still going after Advil Piss. It didn't stop this man from requesting the fight as mandatory. His WBC mandatory.
1 minute.
Not WBA, not WBO, not IBF. His WBC mandatory. It didn't stop him from requesting it. So I'm still waiting for him to request this one. Time.
All right, DJ, it's on you. You got 10 minutes. Timer starts when you start talking. Is Canelo avoiding David Benavidez? Tell us why he is not avoiding David Benavidez. Go ahead and start cooking when you want.
Okay, well, my colleague is wrong about the arguments that I was going to post as far as why he's not avoiding David Benavidez. It didn't occur to him. He is not 100% positively not avoiding David Benavidez simply because Canelo's position as the face of boxing is, hey, I fought a who's who in boxing. I've beat all the names coming up through 140 right up until one light heavyweight. Let some of these other guys get up in that ring and prove themselves before they want to knock me off the stoop. Let Andre fight Charlo. Let Charlo fight Morrell. Let either of those guys fight Berlanga. Let these top dogs prove themselves and Benavidez, and then I'll take him on. I'll take the champ. Then bring him here. He's got that right, family, and I'll get into it a little bit here with you. Canelo holds 62 fights, 58 wins, 39 knockouts, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Of course, he lost to the great Floyd Mayweather Jr. He recently lost to Bivol. He wants to get that one back. Obviously, that's an ongoing negotiation. Most people don't know that he had a draw other than the Triple G draw, which everybody knows about. He had a draw in his 4th fight against George Juarez, at his 4th fight at 140. Most people don't know that. Canelo's a 1-of-1 boxer today. He is the current face of boxing. He's fought everybody. He's transcended through multiple weight classes. He has honorably earned himself the #1 shot caller in the game today. Okay. We'll go over a couple of the reasons why. Canelo has been a 4-division weight champion. He's won straps at the 154 super welterweight, middleweight, 160 pounds. He's unified super middleweight, first and only person to ever do that at 168 pounds. And he went up to scalp Kovalev for his light heavyweight strap at 175. He's fought for world titles in 14 fights and won 11 of them. These fights by KO. He's won 11 and 5 of these by KO. He's standing today as he's won 17 belts. Okay, I don't even think 17 belts would fit on one wall. 17 belts. The man across 4 different weight classes. Let's just in 154 pounds super welterweight, he beat 2011 Matthew Hatton, the son of Ricky Hatton, took his WBC strap off him. In 2013, he beat the unified 154 junior middleweight champ Austin No Doubt Trout. He took that WBA and the ring unified straps off Trout in 2013. 2016, he took Liam Smith's WBO strap. That's at junior middleweight. Now at middleweight, Canelo fought at 160 way back in 2015, because he's jumping back and forth, of course. He took Miguel Cotto's the ring and WBC straps off of Cotto. In 2018, he took a Triple G's WBA, WBC, and the ring straps off of the Triple G, who was decimating everybody. In 2019, he took Daniel Jacobs' IBF strap off of him, and that's at 160. Now, moving on to more straps, he unified the 168-pound division, first fellow to ever do it. 2018, he took Rocky Fielding's strap off him, WBA. In 2020, he collected WBA super title, WBC Callum Smith strap, both of his straps off him. Everybody remembers 2021 when he took out Billy Joe Saunders and broke his orbital bone, broke his face, the shit-talking Saunders. And then, of course, Caleb Plant was putting up a fairly good contest until his ass got knocked out in the 11th round in 2021, completing and unifying for the IBF strap, all four of them. So first boxer to ever do it at 168. Then he went and challenged himself and moved up even again to light heavyweight at 175 pounds in 2019. During all this chaos, he went and beat up the Crusher Kovalov, who was Drago and Rocky, beating up everybody. He knocked him out, highlight with real style, in November 2019, devastating fashion. Also, what's not included in the record books officially is when Canelo won against Jose Cotto back in 2010. I don't know if everybody remembers the Floyd Mayweather Jr. Shane Mosley card. Cotto won a NABF title strap, WBC. It's not recognized as a major league one, but it's an interim title, and not a lot of boxers get a chance to even win an interim title that at 140 pounds way back in 2010. So this man, in my humble opinion, is a 5-division weight champion with the junior welterweight strap. He won in 2010. The other notable fights for Canelo, let's just kind of go through the who's who here. Carlos Baldomore, Lovemore Nadeau, Ryan Rhodes, Kermit Cintron. Cintron was just a killer puncher. Shane Mosley, Josesito Lopez. We've got Floyd Mayweather Jr., took an L, respectfully. Alfredo Angulo, the next coming of Antonio Margarito. Who could forget is Landry Lara, James Kirkland, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Amir Khan, Envy, and Yildirim, and of course Dimitri Bivol. He took a respectful L recently. Now let's just kind of step in and look at David Benavidez, shall we? Let's have a look at Benavidez. Benavidez, respectfully, he is a 2-time WBC super middleweight champion. He holds titles in 2017 and 2018, and again in 2019 and 2020. Benavidez does hold the record of the youngest super middleweight title holder in history, so that's pretty impressive. He is orthodox. His current record stands at 27 wins, 23 by KO. He's 6'2", so he's rather tall. 78.5-inch reach, which is huge. His notable wins. Now, we just kind of went through Canelo. Dennis Doglin, Porky Medina. He's got Ronald Gravel, which he went against twice and both decisioned. He's got J. Leon Love, and I think that dude is over on Jake Paul's coaching team or something these days. He's, Anthony Durrell, Alexis Angulo, and Ronald Ellis, Kyron Davis. He beat up my man, David Lemieux, over here in Canada, is from my neck of the woods. And of course, Caleb Plant made it right through the end of the fight, unanimous decision. So 2 things I want to mention about David Benavidez that no one likes to bring up anymore. That in 2018, Benavidez was stripped of his WBC single super middleweight title for testing positive for cocaine. And again, after regaining the title, he was stripped again. This guy, after failing to make weight against Alexis Angulo. So now when you look at the posed question, okay, the original posed question, is he avoiding David Benavidez? I asked the boxing family, with the comparison of resumes, okay, Benavidez, Canelo, doesn't he have the right, family, to say, no, you know what, you guys get up in that ring, and I want to see who can beat who up there, and then come to me and then challenge me for my throne. Okay, it's very hard to get the crown and the scepter in boxing. Canelo's earned that. I just went through generations of who's who in boxing. Canelo's still active. He's still doing it. He's still the man. He has got the right to say, no, you know, prove yourself. And a number one contender status, given Canelo's accolades, that doesn't cut it. Anybody can say, hey, give me a shot. You know, you're ducking me. No, I don't buy it, fam.
You got 1 minute. 1 minute.
That's what I wanted to stay as that, you know, you do draw your own conclusions.
Already. All right, BF, you got 5 minutes to rebut. Rebuttal starts when you start talking, man. Go ahead and rebut what DJ had to say.
Did this dude just say that Angulo was the second coming of Miguel Cotto? I could have swore I heard this man say something about Angulo being a second coming of Miguel Cotto. I could have swore I heard that. Whatever, regardless if you said it or not. Listen, bro, let me explain something to you guys. I want everybody to understand something. Jesus was born on Christmas. The Easter Bunny has 2 feet and hops around this time of the month. There is reindeer in Santa Claus's sleigh. Man, what the fuck does that have to do with Canelo avoiding David Benavidez? I don't give a fuck what history you try to bring out. That don't answer shit. You can tell me whatever the fuck you want about, oh man, well, you know, he fought this guy and this guy and this guy. I don't give a fuck. He didn't fight Benavidez. Now, what you did say, because words matter, is that Canelo fought everybody. And then the man had the audacity to say he don't got to fight Benavidez. Maybe you didn't hear what you said. Maybe you're not looking at the question. You said Canelo fought everybody. And everybody is Benavidez. And everybody is Jermall Charlo, who was his fucking mandatory. But you go back to 154. Maybe you forgot at 154. Maybe you forgot that the only reason why he went down to 154 is because he didn't fight Demetrius Andrade, who had the WBO belt and vacated, which is the only reason why Liam got it. Then the man wants to come out and say, oh, well, he fought Calum for his 2 belts. Calum did not have 2 belts. Calum Smith had 1 belt, the WBA Super. That's the belt he had. The WBC belt, of which Canelo Alvarez did not fight David Benavidez for, was on the line too. Vacant WBC belt. That was not Calum Smith's belt. Try again. But here you are telling me, he fought everybody. He did this, he fought Sergey Kovalev. Maybe you missed the interview where Canelo Alvarez said, the reason why I am fighting Kovalev is because what Andre Ward did to him. Maybe you missed that interview. I didn't. I have it downloaded. Maybe you missed the fact that he fought Sergey Kovalev on what? 2.5 months notice, immediately after he damn near got knocked out by Anthony Yard, damn near got stopped by later Alvarez. That was a rematch fight because he did get stopped by him. Maybe you forgot all of that. Maybe you missed all of that in history while you're giving everybody your long-ass fucking soliloquies and history lessons while mysteriously and ironically leaving parts of history out. Maybe you're forgetting that shit. But yet again, you lie yet again in another fucking debate. Bro, you know you picked these questions. You know these are yours. These ain't mine. Not only are they not mine, you changed them because there was something else before this. Facts. But mysteriously, you changed them to fit you again. I'm playing game because I know you can't fuck with me. Maybe you should look in the mirror before you start answering these questions. Rehearse this shit, bro, because you're not good at it. I don't need to go no longer. Time.
All right, DJ, you got 5 minutes, bro. You got 5 minutes to rebuttal BFTB. 5 minutes starts when you start talking, man. Go ahead.
All right, so Canelo has been no stranger to the accused of being ducked through his time. Other fighters, Fighters the public called monsters and killers. Let's have a look at a couple of them, shall we? Alvarez, when he fought Kermit Cintron, the guy from Puerto Rico. The public called for this fight because Kermit Cintron, his nickname was the Killer, literally, and the Assassin during the time of their fight. Cintron was a former IBF welterweight champion, and he did a draw with Hall of Fame Sergio Martinez. He went to a draw with him. So his punching power was off the hook. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was compared to, Felix Trinidad, which is a bit of a stretch, but this guy was very, very hard hitter. Even Hitman Hearns people were saying, man, that guy starches people. Well, what did Canelo do to this monster puncher? Starched him in 5. Okay, that was a man that he was supposedly running away from. Let's have a look at Mosley. Mosley beating Oscar De La Hoya, boxing the ears off of everybody. Shane Mosley, don't box him. He's too good of a boxer for you, Canelo. You're ducking him. What does Canelo do? Takes Mosley, beats him unanimous decision, 12 rounds. Canelo was running and ducking away from the unified 154-pound champ Austin No Doubt Trout. Well, Austin Trout was a southpaw. Couldn't handle with the southpaw properly. Canelo's orthodox. He was a unified champion at that time. He had the WBA and the ring straps. Canelo starts Trout with a knockdown in the 7th round and went on to unanimous decision. That guy out easy. Then what I was saying, BFTB, was Angulo was the next coming of Antonio Margarito out of Mexico. HBO was touting him, hey, this is the next Margarito. In fact, they even spar together. Angulo was touted as the biggest power puncher at the time of the fight, the coming out of Mexico. Canelo, of course, starched Angulo, the Mexican monster, in 10 rounds in their fight. So that was another guy that he was trying to supposedly avoid or being called duck. Then, of course, everybody knows Eslande Lara. That guy had nobody wanted to touch. Slick Cuban fighter out of the Cuban school, lots of pity pat, expert boxer, even still to this day. Nobody wants to get in the ring with Lara. Why? Because he's a boring fighter. He's a southpaw. He runs around that ring, pity pats you to death. And then what do you get for beating him? Canelo's like, you know what? I'm the best. I'm the better boxer. I'll take that guy. I'll take the smoke. What did he do? He had better effective punching in that fight, and it was a close one, but skated past Lara. Okay. Then, of course, the other duck challenges came from James Kirkland, who was trained by Ann Wolfe. Personally, I think Ann Wolfe's the best woman boxer of all time. Somebody should do a video on her. She's just a monster. Just the best. But she trained Kirkland. Kirkland was decimating everybody. Tough guy James. Highlight reel knockout. Cotto. Amir Khan. Highlight reel knockout. Cotto, the best boxer puncher to date for Canelo. In middleweight. Of course, we all know what happened to Cotto. He breezed past Cotto in 12 rounds to win the diamond belt. Okay. Another boxer that Canelo was ducking at one time was Triple G. GGG. Well, after one draw and 2 victories, he gave us a great trilogy. There was no duck there. Clearly the better boxer. And he slayed Triple G, handily. Then when Kovalov was crushing everybody, Rocky IV style, Drago, he went up there and he said, you know what? I'll take that man. And he starched him in 11th round, highlight reel knockout. That's Kovalov. So if you ask Canelo,
30 seconds, you got 30 seconds.
If he's ducking David Benavidez, family, my answer is absolutely no. The position is he's the shot caller. He's the top guy in boxing. He has the right to say, I give him a career high payday to see who's the very best and prove yourself in that ring before you come challenge me.
All right. We got round 2 in the books. We're going to go to right side first this time. Before I do, we got a super chat we got to catch. Shout out to I'm Here for Boxing back in the super chat. He says, that was a joke. Both him and me was wrong, LOL. But salute to DJ, just Jokes. Appreciate that $5 in the super chat. All right, right side. Who you giving that round to, man?
All right. I say this respectfully. My brother DJ, I understand you want to do the resume talk. I got you, and I appreciate it. The problem, you're not getting to the question. You're not talking about why or is Canelo avoiding David. You talked about everybody Canelo is fault, but you never really broke down outside of saying that Canelo, he's earned the right to pick and choose and to ask these other guys to fight each other. That's really the crux of you breaking their resumes down. My only thing is say it again.
It's no duck dub. That's my point. It's not a duck.
All I'm saying is you're not addressing the question, brother. It's a bunch of resume talk, respectfully. And I mean, I have to give it to BF again, simply that I never heard outside of you saying that they need to fight each other, and Canelo say, "I'll challenge y'all after." That's the only thing I heard you say. The reason it wasn't, and BF broke down multiple times where he said, if you wanted to fight this man, you could have requested it. You requested it with Avi Yildirim when he was the WBC mandatory. You requested that fight. If you really wanted to fight this man, you could. And I would just say that moving forward, stay away from so much resume talk, because when you start with the resume talk, you start to lose some of the question. And that, I'm as respectful as possible.
Already. So he got it for BFTB. D-Free, who you giving it to?
Well, I gotta disagree with my man right side. He didn't avoid the question. He spoke on the question. It was just in BLTB favor, because he gave all of the reason why Canelo should fight him. He said that they need to get in the ring and fight each other. Last time I checked, David Benavidez was in the ring with Caleb Plant, who he just knocked out faster than Canelo did. So it would be right for him to fight David Benavidez next. He's the mandatory. And like BMTB said, Canelo could ask anybody to be his mandatory. And David Benavidez is the WBC #1 contender mandatory. He can request David Benavidez to be the mandatory. But by him negotiating with Demetrius Bivol again, it shows that he's avoiding David Benavidez, who's his mandatory. So I'm going to give it to BMTB.
Yeah, I got you on that. I would just say Plant did go the distance with Canelo, but I get the overall point of what you were saying. Plant went the distance with Benavidez. I agree with y'all overall, giving the round to BFTB. And here's why, DJ, man. I gotta get you to attack some of BFTB's points, man. You're giving me resume talk. I basically got that Canelo is the man, so they all got to come for him. They got to prove that they got to get a shot. And I get what you were trying to say, but you got to address the fact that he turned down the contract to fight somebody that he said he would never fight in Triple G. You got to address that that he when BFTB talks about how they were paying him more money to go fight Earl and David Benavidez offering him $55 million each, and he took a lesser deal. I need those things addressed in your rebuttal in both rounds. While you're giving me a lot of facts, you obviously took notes and you studied. Your facts aren't leaning towards where you're attacking any of BFTB's points, and everything that he's saying is attacking what you're saying. And so that's what's giving him these rounds, is that he's attacking you point by point, and you're giving me a bunch of facts. Like you talked to me about Kermit Cintron, you talked to me about Eris Landy Lara, you talked to me about Angulo, you talking about all these guys that that Canelo did fight, and that has nothing to do with him avoiding David Benavidez, him avoiding him or not avoiding him. I would like for the argument with all those facts, find a way to tailor them around what the question is. So I'm giving around to BF2. We down to the final round. Y'all smash the like button. I got the super chats. Let me get the poll out of the chat. We're going to the third and final round. This is the Tank and Ryan question. Tank and Ryan. We're going to have DJ go first in this one. It's the rehydration question. Tank and Ryan, we know the rehydration clause has been cause for debate. And we got a very simple question. Is Ryan Garcia wrong for complaining about the rehydration clause? DJ, tell us why he is not wrong. Tell us why he deserves to be complaining about that rehydration clause. You got 10 minutes. Timer starts when you start talking.
All right, so is Gervonta Davis versus King Ryan Garcia. Is he wrong about complaining about the rehydration cause? I say absolutely, unequivocally not, family. Let's break this one down. The truth of the matter is, if you look at the rehydration clause in and of itself, that's just the tip of the iceberg when you look at the stipulations in the actual contract that have come to light. So let's get into it. We'll just take a look at both fighters, the tail of the tape, a little bit of an overview here. Ryan Garcia has a boxing record of 23-0, 19 KOs. He stands 5 foot 10 inches tall, and he's got a 70-inch reach. Gervonta Davis, he's at 28-0, 26 KOs. He stands as, the top five active fighters today and the highest percentage KO with 85 or better. He's got 67.5 reach advantage. So we can see on paper that this is a bit of a mismatch on paper. Body style wise, Ryan's 4 inches taller, Ryan's 2.5 inches longer. So we can see there's a bit of an advantage there for Ryan. So let's get back to King Ryan Garcia when he started to call out Gervonta Tank Davis after knocking out Olympic gold medalist Luke Campbell on January 2021. King Ryan called out Gervonta Davis live on Danzin TV. Okay, he just said let's get this one in, Gervonta. After that, King Ryan went on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, same month, January, in 2021, calling him a pussy, and he said he was going to starch him in 2 rounds. So Mike got on the live and said, this nigga is talking mad shit about you, Gervonta. What's going on? And he goes, Gervonta, we fight next. Okay, that's what he said. We fight next on Mike. So that excited the entire boxing community, and he said that's really not what happened, is it, though, family? So before the official call out, both live on Danzin and Mike Tyson's podcast, Ryan Garcia was not even on Tank's radar at that moment. So he wasn't. Him and Al had different plans. That was a different trajectory they were going. Before the call out, let's look at leading up to the contract. Okay. Once Al Heyman and Tank's team realized Ryan was deadly serious about his challenge and call out for all the marbles, they put in place a rigid fight schedule for Gervonta, just in order to sort of kind of prepare the guy for the King Ryan challenge. They clearly didn't want to just throw him in against the King. So not just yet, even though on January 21st, 2021, live on Danzin and on Mike Tyson, he on air, Tank accepted the challenge and said, we fight next. Then following the timeline, here's what happens after Gervonta said that on Mike Tyson. June 2021, he challenged Mario Barrios for his 140 junior welterweight strap, beat Barrios. And Tank was already walking around at, 153, 4, 5. He was already up there. And, this guy, his weight fluctuates, even though he's a smaller guy, quite a bit, actually. Kind of like Adrian Bronner back in the day. Then, after that in December, he took on Isaac Cruz in a unanimous decision fight. And he hurt, I believe, his left hand in that contest and won unanimous decision. Everybody remembers May of 2022 when Rolly Romero, when he did a highlight reel knockout against Rolly. And then in January, Hector Garcia, who starched Chris Colbert, his corner stopped the fight because Garcia couldn't see. So on the other side, Ryan's camp, he had to make a move because this was not a man of his word. Their team moved on to another completely different boxing schedule. They faced Emmanuel Tagbo, and who was on top all 10 sanctioning bodies at the time for lightweight king. Ryan whitewashed Tagbo with unanimous decision. And afterwards, they faced former super featherweight world champion Javier Fortuna, when Fortuna beat Brian Vasquez for his, super featherweight championship. After King Ryan completely decimated Fortuna, in that boxing match, the public started clamoring for the rematch, for the match, saying, come on, let's go. We want to see Tank versus Ryan. These guys are among the elite best. And then after that, Tank made a move to step away from Mayweather Promotions. So he was a free agent, but still under the PBC banner at that time. So Al Heyman, boxing's wizard, the Wizard of Oz, the power broker Heyman, said they finally agreed to, so let's make the fight. Well, we're going to make the showdown and waive the stipulation that Ryan had to fight a third guy because he was supposed to fight another guy before they got together. They waived that. So Heyman said, not so fast. Here are the stipulations, I believe, okay, that they agreed to. Number one, the weight. They tried to make the weight a fight at 138 originally, Ryan's team. But PBC and Al Heyman not only made them sign off at 136 pounds to get up in that ring, but also added a rehydration clause of 146 pounds max day of the fight. Okay. So this was deliberately done, family. This was deliberately done to slow down King Ryan so he could not possibly be at maximum power the day of the fight. Number two, Ryan Garcia stated in his contract that he's not allowed to drink water or eat food properly for 3 days out of the week. So so he's got to be able to make weight on his big match, right? So for 3 days out of the week, he can't drink water, rehydrate, and eat properly. This came out on the March 23rd on the Raw Talk podcast. Okay, Raw Talk 23rd. This came out, and it was another attempt to get him a disadvantage. And I know you guys don't like to hear it, who are Gervonta fans, but these are facts. That his team will not be prepared on fight night. Now, the biggest stipulation, I believe, in Tank's favor is the power advisor and genius Al Heyman said, and the PBC team, they're a bunch of lawyers and contract. They came out and they said, as per the Twitter conversation that came out March 30th, Gervonta tweets, 7 punches ain't going to do it. 7 punches is not going to do it. That's on Twitter, March 30th. Ryan Garcia tweeted back and said, if you didn't put that in the contract, I'd have done and thrown more. So this shows straight up and down, family. Okay, straight up and down. They want to dehydrate this man. They want to weaken him. They want to cut his speed down to nothing. And now they're telling the man how to box and actually perform his duties in the ring, that he cannot be the Filipino Flash. He cannot let his hands go. He's gonna his purse is gonna be sacrificed if he does. Oh man, that's like a modern day dive. You're diving at that point. Unfortunately, you're not even going to see the best of both worlds clash that day because the stipulations and the rehydration clause, family, it's not even the tip of the iceberg. Matter of fact, I'd like to see the actual contract. Show me the contract when it's all said and done and show you what kind of hoops this man had to jump through for him and Oscar to go ahead and sign on that dotted line. So does he have a leg to stand on as far as complaining about the rehydration clause? Family, I ask you guys, do you think if he's belly aching a little bit, he's got a little bit of a point? That's not even the tip of the iceberg. Okay, they had to do a lot more to bring this fight for the fruition. And I got to tell you, that 7-punch clause, telling him how to box when he's in that ring, that's a modern day dive. So yeah, he's got his reasons why he can bellyache a little bit about that. And those are the points I want to make in this matter. If my compadre BFTB starts to he starts to get a little bit excited and heavy-winded, just listen to the facts that I've laid out here with the contract stipulations. Yes, he's got a point to be a bellyache about it.
DJ, before we hold on. Before we continue, I wanted to let you finish your round, DJ, because I'm trying to be respectful of the platform, and I'm not gonna cut nobody off while they in the middle of the debate. I don't know where you from, bro. I don't know where you from. You calling us family. You've been real respectful up to this point, bro. You cannot just say nigga on my platform like that, bro. You can't. I know you was doing a quote. I know you probably meant
Yeah, it
nothing
was a
by
quote.
it.
Mike Tyson.
I understand that, but bro, do not use that word, bro. Like I know some people. Maybe you got maybe you got friends and people that you cool with that allow you to say that around them, bro. But I'm not one of them. I got no beef, beef, but do not use that word on my platform, bro. I got you. I got you. All right, cool. All right, BF, it's on you. You got 10 minutes, man.
Okay. Now, where I was gonna go was something totally different. Where I was gonna go, but I'm not gonna do that on your page. That's what I'm not gonna do. So let's just get to all this goof troop, stupid ass, dumb ass shit that this dude just said. I don't know what type of hills have eyes facts this man is. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about what the question was. Can this man complain about a fucking rehydration clause? That's the question. That's the question. Is he warranted? Fuck no, he ain't warranted. He is the B side. He don't dictate shit. What you do as the B side is you take what the A side gives you. You spend all this goofy ass time talking about, oh, well, he was calling him out and calling him out. Then shut the fuck up and take what I give you then. If you're calling me out, you calling me out. And yeah, I'm calling you out here. I call you out here. And then take what I give you. And let me let all Peckerwoods know something. We wouldn't know what the fucking shit was in there. We wouldn't know what the contract was if this whole ass nigga didn't go around crying like a bitch. I don't remember this nigga crying like a bitch before the fight, saying, I'll do anything, I'll take anything. But when he got it, all of a sudden now he's talking about, oh, well, you know, I got a rehydration clause. Maybe you missed the fact when you was doing all this goofy ass research and stupid ass research. Maybe you missed the fact where Ryan Garcia came out and said, I was just joking about me eating this time and eating this much and eating. Maybe you missed that. Maybe you forgot that. Maybe your Google is missing its motherfucking batteries. Maybe. Because he damn sure came out and said, hey, if you guys don't know that was a joke, if you don't know that was a joke, then, you know, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I was just joking. He's not doing that. But you spit it out here as if it was facts. And then you said facts as if because you said it, it's facts. That is the goofiest, stupidest shit I've ever seen. Just about as dumb as that fucking stupid ass headband you got. But whatever. You bring out all this stupid ass shit, again, giving everybody a fucking history lesson. Well, Muhammad Ali was born here, you know, and you know, and Buster Douglas, you know, he was born here, and you know, he's got a 93-inch reach advantage, you know, and listen, bro, and James Toney, he likes to do the shoulder roll, and you know, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. That ain't the question. These are your fucking questions. I didn't know these questions at all. They're yours. And you literally changed them. These ain't what I was given originally. You changed them. So how the fuck are you not answering your own questions? Now, does Tank want to cry about it? Does he want to cry about this? Well, guess what? Pull the fuck out then. If it's such a big problem and he's got a right to cry about it, then pull out. You pulled out of other fights. You were mandated to fight Devin. Did you fight him? You were supposed to fight Javier Fortuna. Did you fight him? You were supposed to fight Linares. Did you fight him? You have no problem pulling out and faking fucking mental issues. So if you're so in your fucking panties, if you're so fucking moist and pussy about a rehydration clause, when you fought damn near your entire career at 135 and he gave you a fucking pound. You fucking goofy ass motherfuckers run around and talk, oh God, this is so crazy. He's making me weigh so much. He's killing me. He's draining me down. Oh my God, I can't believe. You fought at 140 twice, and you only fought at full 140 once. The other time you was a $138. He's giving you a pound. He don't have to give you shit. He's the A side. Just like I didn't have to show up because I'm the A side. I didn't have to give you shit, but I'm here. I'm the A side to you. Ryan Garcia ain't shit to Tank, but a punching bag on top of that. So you're gonna cry like a bitch. You give me all these stats and statistics. Oh, well, he called him out here and he got in the ring and he told Mike Tyson in hot boxing that I'm gonna do this and blah, all this goofy ass shit. Then if he did all that, then shut the fuck up then. You got the fight, don't you? The fuck are you crying for? Oh, but he's got a right to cry. Then why did you sign? You fucking knew what it was before you signed it. So you signed it and then go fucking cry about it. And you motherfuckers are telling me that's a good thing. He's got a right to do that. You mean to tell me in negotiations he couldn't say, no, I ain't doing that? Is that what you want me to believe? He couldn't do that. I'm not doing a rehydration clause. It needs to be full 140 or full 135. I'm not doing a catch weight. He had no say. That's what you guys want me to believe. He had no say. Well, guess what? If he had no say, then what the fuck is he saying now? If he had no say, then shut the fuck up. So no, he don't got no fucking right to say, oh, they rehydrate, there's a rehydration clause, and all this other shit. Guess what? If somebody gives you a contract and you read the contract and you say, okay, I'm good, and you sign it, then what the fuck are you complaining about? You was good with it when you signed it. So how are you not good with it now after you fucking signed it? No, he can't complain like a bitch, because all he's doing is bitching. That's all he's doing, bitching, making up lies for goofy-ass dudes like you to say, oh, it's a fact. And then you miss the part where he goes back and says, I was just joking. Them was jokes. I wasn't serious. They was jokes. And then you think you can fuck with me and come here, oh, these are facts. They're not facts. They're not even opinions. They're fucking jokes. Then you're speaking them like they're facts. Here's some facts. Tank Davis is the A side. Fact number 1. Tank Davis in contracts. Fact number 2. Fact number 3 is you just spent 2 fucking rounds or a round and some change talking about Canelo Alvarez dictates this and dictates that and dictates this and dictates that. That's what you said to me. But you left at the part where he dictated a fucking Canelo Alvarez weight. You said nothing about that. It's okay for Canelo, the A side, but it ain't okay for Tank, right? So Tank can't do it as the A side, but Canelo can. And you literally said to me, the reason why Benavidez ain't ducking is because, Canelo ain't ducking is because Canelo has that right. You laid out all these goofy, stupid ass fucking statements about how Canelo got that right to do this and he's got that right. Yet Tank don't. Isn't this fight, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure your Google worked for this. Isn't this fight billed as the face of boxing to the winner? Isn't it billed as that? That's what I thought. I could have sworn this fight is billed as the face of boxing to the winner. Wouldn't that mean they take Canelo's spot? Wouldn't that mean that? So all of those catch weights that Canelo Alvarez was doing, all of those forcing Kovalev to fucking fight him on 2.5 months notice, yeah, all that shit, all that crying like a bitch, saying, I'm so little, I can't make full 160. I can't do that. Yeah, I can't make one full 60. And then fighting Chavez at 164? Yeah, that's called A-side. I don't remember Chavez crying about that. I remember this goofy-ass motherfucker rocking around in heels and shit, but I don't remember him crying about Canelo Alvarez telling this goofy-ass dude, you'll fight me at 164. I don't remember that. Why? Because he was the A-side. The A-side in this situation is Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's the A-side to everybody at 135 and down. His word is what it is. What he sends is what you take, or you shut the fuck up and take nothing. So for this man to be crying and goofy-ass motherfuckers like you coming around here, oh, well, yeah, he's got a right. He's got a right to cry. He's got a right to cry. Then pull out. You have a history of pulling out of fights. Pull out then. If it's such a big fucking deal, stop fucking crying and leave. Time.
All right, DJ, you got 5 minutes for your rebuttal, man. Timer starts when you start talking, bro. Go ahead.
So one of the stipulations of the debate, I believe, is if you get caught in a lie. My compadre at BFTB just said that he was supposed to fight Javier Fortuna, and yeah, actually he did fight Fortuna, and he smoked him handily. So that fight did happen, BFTB, and I just wanted to point that out to the judges. So if you really look at the question, is Ryan Garcia wrong? Is he in the wrong for complaining about the rehydration clause? That's the question. again. And if you look at that, assuming all my stipulations I laid out there were true, and first of all, I believe that he's saying that was a joke because he's under a lot of contract heat for bringing these things to light. So I'm sure that they signed off on certain things to not be brought to social media, and things have been brought to social media surrounding this fight. So he's under a lot of, in my view, pressure in that regard. So of course he's going to say, "Oh no, that was a joke. That's I was just joking." But assuming all the things, the stipulations are facts. Number one, you can't hydrate to more than 146 pounds on the day or morning of the fight. Most boxing fans know that boxers usually walk around about 10 to 20 pounds lower than they're walking around weight. Okay, so when King Ryan dismantled former junior featherweight world champion Javier Fortuna, that's when shit got really scary and real for Tank's team and Al Heyman. Okay, they put on they wanted to stack the odds in their favor, and number one major odd would be bringing the Ryan's weight down, and he wouldn't go back to lightweight again because he was probably walking around at 155 pounds at that time. The man's 5'10". It's not hard to imagine that, of course, Heyman is going to come with his team of contract professionals, and not only stipulations of the catch weight at 136, but 1 pound over the lightweight limit. That's adds insult to injury, in my opinion, to also add a rehydration, a maximum of 10 pounds the morning of the day of the fight. Number two contract stipulation. Imagine how hard boxers work and train every single day. We're talking about a mega fight here. Gates already at 18 million. 3 or 4 times separate workouts. It's revealed on a podcast in order for Ryan to make the contracted weight to face Tank. During the hard training, he's not allowed to eat properly or at all in some cases, or drink any water 3 days out of the week. Come on. In order to make his obligations to make the weight. Now let's talk about stacking the advantages against Team Davis, the taller and longer reach fighter, and King Ryan Garcia. The stipulation number 3 that came to light is the killer in my book. That is that on top of limiting proper eating and drinking during the training camp, the biggest bomb was dropped when Tank and Al Heyman came out on top to make sure they come out on top, and they stacked the deck, stacked the favor, is a 7-punch maximum combination stipulation. Now think of this, family. We are not only going to make sure that Team Garcia can't fight at full strength, both in camp, the day of fight, we're going to direct how this man boxes our guy in that ring as well. Okay, this will cut out his speed in the fight too. He won't be at full power, can't be. That's like a modern day dive, in my opinion. So whatever happened to fair play, whatever happened to may the best man win, whatever happened to show up the day of the fight, you weigh this amount, then go do whatever, go eat. That's what boxers do. They go eat after they weigh in. And, they go along with all the other clause, and it's all BS. Does he have a right? The question is, does he have a right to bellyache about the hydration clause? Does he have a right to complain when it's not even the tip of the iceberg? I say absolutely he does. And, BFTB can have his nap and do all he's doing over there, but he's got every right to say, absolutely, this is a problem, and it's irritating to me. But you know what, family? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Bring the boxing forefront, the public, what they want to see, and that's admirable. So yes, he's got a right.
Okay, so
all right, BF, you got 5 minutes. Go ahead, bro.
Let me address something. First off, I don't lie to nobody at all. That was a clear misspeak, and the reason why it was a misspeak is because Javier Fortuna fought Jojo Diaz. So I was speaking about that Ryan Garcia was supposed to fight Jojo Diaz. That's what I was speaking about. But Javier Fortuna fought Jojo Diaz, which is where Javier Fortuna came from. So you can go ahead and scratch that shit. I don't lie to nobody. I have no reason to lie to anybody, specifically you, who you are nothing to me. All right. So we can check that off. So check off number 2. You keep constantly telling me about this 10 pounds. Can anybody listen to my voice tell me how much weight you have as an IBF champion? Don't worry about answering the question. It's 10 pounds. You have 10 pounds. So if he is able to weigh 146 on fight day, then he is within the rules of one of the sanctioning bodies, 10 pounds. That is not a disadvantage because he's giving him 10 pounds. Because if the IBF belt was on the line, your goof ass wouldn't even be talking about 10 fucking, maybe you would, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So maybe you would be talking about the 10 pounds still. The IBF allows you 10 pounds. That's all you get. So 136 to 146, I don't know where you're at and what your math is. That's 10 pounds. So he's well within one of those sanctioned bodies. We can remove that. You still haven't addressed, because you keep saying this, he can talk about it. He's allowed to say that. You make up all these goofy ass things where Ryan Garcia himself comes back and tells you, I was joking. Show me the contract where it says he can only throw 7 punches. Show me the contract where it says he can only eat chiclets and Skittles for 3 days. Show me. But you'll speak this shit as if it's facts because Ryan Garcia said it. So you'll speak it as if it's facts. Because I guarantee you haven't seen the contract. But you'll say it as if it is. No, man, listen, bro, he can only throw 2 hooks and a left. He can, because of contract. Well, guess what? A fucking lying mouth can say anything. Ryan Garcia is a liar. Or did you forget he said he's fighting Manny Pacquiao? Then he came back and said it was just a dream. So let me guess. I'll believe the liar now, but not then. Or then, but not now. Maybe that's how you motherfuckers are. Maybe that's how y'all are. Maybe, I don't know. Here you go again, saying the same goofy ass shit about, he's got a right to complain and cry. If he doesn't like what he signed, why did he sign it? If I don't like it, why am I signing it? You just removed your right to cry like a bitch if you agreed to take what is given. He could have easily, before he put pen to paper, told everybody, look at this shit. Look at this. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to sign this, but look at this shit. Let me guess, he couldn't show the contract? Because he damn sure, him and Oscar Garcia damn sure did gaily show it to the world, standing there all hugged the fuck up. They damn sure did show the contract. How ironic that the goofy motherfucker didn't say shit about that until after he signed it. So you can put it on the gram and show the world, I got the contract, look at me, look at us, we got it. And you say nothing about nothing until after it's time for you to get knocked the fuck out. And you expect me to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, he's got a right. Yeah, he's got a right. Well, his punk ass had a right to say something then when he had the contract right then. Look at this shit, y'all. Ain't he Mr. IG? Mr. 9 million followers? Mr. 80 billion on Facebook? Ain't he that guy? So you mean to tell me at that point he couldn't have took the contract that he already showed? The cat's out the bag. You showed it already. You couldn't have said, look at this. Look what he's doing. I can only punch 3 times and have 2 skips. I can't move backwards. All I can do is hiccup in the ring. I can't wear a mouthpiece. All this goofy, stupid ass shit this motherfucker's crying about. You mean to tell me he couldn't do none of that? So he waits till after he signed for a fucking publicity stunt to say, look at this. Look at me. So the reason why I'm going to get knocked the fuck out is because he weight drained me 1 pound over a weight that I've been fighting for the past 5 fucking years. 1 pound over. Oh, it's so crazy. It's so, I can't believe this. I'm so mean with it. Let me take it back into a whole other scheme with it. Does Ryan Garcia can he cry about it? Do you know who should be crying? Gervonta Tank Davis. That's who
1 minute, BF. You got 1 minute.
That's who should be crying. Gervonta Tank Davis. You want this man to fight a fucking light heavy, a super middle. Oh, it's okay for me to blow up to 175 pounds on fight night. It's okay. That's what you want. And you have the audacity to talk about fairness in the sport? But you want him to blow up. You want him to be able to gain any way he wants. So just show up to the weight at whatever fucking weight class he wants. Tank Davis has fought at 141 times his entire career. Ryan Garcia has a multitude of them. 2 towards the end, and a few in the beginning. But you want Tank to be at a disadvantage. The A side, you want him to give up his A side status for what fucking reason? But Ryan Garcia has a right to cry about it. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Tank's the A side and dictates terms. Ryan don't dictate shit. What he does is sign and shut the fuck up. Like you should be doing now. Time.
All right, let's go to the judges. I got the panel. I got the poll up there for y'all, man. Let me get your super chats real quick. Shout out Ty, ain't gonna eat no IHOP. $5 in super chat. DJ start windmilling or something. BFTB putting that 5% on your eyes, bro. And then shout out to Marcus Walls with the $5 in super chat. Says, bro, just quit. You not prepared and you rambling. And then shout out to Rozilla Jones with the $2 in super chat. You ain't got the complexion for all that, bro. Let's go to the judges. We got the poll up there. I got Big Lorenzo in the super chat says with the $2, but it's okay for Haney to gain 24 pounds. BFTB question mark. Y'all love to come over here, bro. Why don't you hit the link?
Make sure when I'm live, click the link. I dare
like click the link, click this link, click a link, man. Talk to the people that you want to super chat it. I appreciate the $2 though. Whose turn is to go first? Is it on you, D Free, or is it on right side?
Me.
All right, D Free, go ahead and make your vote for round 3.
Well, I'm a DJ. I'm gonna commend you for actually getting up there and going about it with BF. I mean, it's not easy to debate the BF, but you gotta have your facts straight. You gotta have your facts straight because Ryan Garcia did come out and said, "I was just joking." He's all that stuff that he said was that they had him doing. He said he was joking about it. So when you're looking at it, you gotta have your facts straight. And like BF said, he's the A side. He had the contract. I mean, Tank is the A side. Ryan Garcia had the contract. If he didn't like what was in the contract, he didn't have to sign it. So there's no reason to complain about it after you signed it. So if you signed it, you was good with it. So why would you complain about it after you signed it? So I'm gonna get that to BF.
All right, right side. Who you giving around to?
I'm gonna say I'm giving around to BF as well. I want to say this. I do want to say this, and we're gonna recap the debate tonight. We will be recapping this debate. I got a lot to say about this debate. And brother DJ, man, I want you to come back. I think you have something to offer to this debate series. Stay away from that resume talk. Stay away from the resume talk to some degree. And just because you're not speaking enough to the question, when you then, like D Free said, when you brought out the certain bits and pieces of information, especially when you talked about the 7-punch clause, we know. Come on now, we know that ain't no real thing. We know that's not real, right? And so I understand when you got to stick to the facts, and like I said, I think you have some things to bring. The other thing I will say is always understand who your audience is as well. Understand who your audience and what you say, because if you read the chat, you got some people heated out there. But at the end of the day, man, I will welcome you back to the debate panel, and I think you have a lot to offer. I just think that you have to go back and figure out what the debate, how to actually attack the individual, their points, their questions, making sound points versus and because you do bring the facts when you state the resume information. The only problem is a lot of times when you bring those facts, they're not directly related to the question. In this round, I did think you got there a little better. The only problem was some of the things that you kind of pulled out that Ryan said, we know that definitely not true. When Ryan talking about only being able to eat 3 times a day, those type of things, we understand that he was capping when he said it is what it is. So when you use those as facts, unfortunately, we're gonna, or not even unfortunately, it is what it is. We're gonna call you cap for using when he was capping. You understand what I'm saying? But always remember who your audience is, and like I say, man, hey, I'm willing to give a brother a pass on a mistake, and so, man, we'll welcome you back to the panel. And if KO would, so
I appreciate you, Dub Roadside. I appreciate you.
Hey, listen, bro. I agree. I agree with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before I get last words, BF won the debate 3-0. I know I'm sounding calm, and you can come back up on the debate, but I feel like you owe me an apology, bro. Real talk. Like if you willing to apologize for using that word and misspeaking like that, you're more than welcome to come back. If you don't feel the need to apologize, then that's cool.
I apologize wholeheartedly, KO.
Okay.
I apologize wholeheartedly. I use that word because I was quoting Mike Tyson. Believe me, I don't go around saying that word. That's straight facts.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. You good. It's just
Absolutely.
some people and I blame, and this is a whole nother. Some people allow people to say that shit. I'm not one of those people, bro. So that's why I addressed it. You don't apologize. Now you welcome to come back and we can do another debate for you and all that shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get last words, man. You can go first, DJ. Get your last words and we'll pass it around, bro.
I just wanted to thank everybody for having me on the platform. I, tried to make a couple of points, assuming the 3 stipulations were in fact facts. I understand that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of matters, and what can I say? BFTB, he knows his stuff, and he's the king of him and KO are the kings for a reason. But you gave me a platform to say a few things, and I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you.
All righty, man. Take it easy, DJ. We'll see you next time. D-Free, go ahead and get your last words, man.
Man, I appreciate it. Like I said, you already know I'm gonna come through whatever you need me. But this was another body for BFTV. But to all the goofy people that's in the chat, don't talk shit if you ain't willing to get up here. That man was willing to get up here and he battled with BFTV even in a losing battle, but he still got up here and did his thing. So shout out to Knockout, shout out to Doug Whiteside, shout out to BF and DJ. Appreciate you having me up.
All right, bro. I'll see you next time, D-Free. BF, man, talk to him, bro.
I'm super annoyed, dog. I'm just annoyed, bro. I'm just annoyed. Like, for real. I'm just annoyed, man. Like, and I'm annoyed for 2 reasons, bro. For one, I feel like my talents was wasted. How the fuck I go from debating with KO to debating with that nigga? Now I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. Now I'm not gonna shit on nobody, bro. I'm not gonna shit on a dude, nothing like that. But I'm keeping it a buck, bro. Like I'm being so serious, y'all. Right?
You feel like you the shit. I feel. Hey, I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught it earlier. I felt like I wasted my time earlier for about an hour. So I understand.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, then all right, then. Because when you was
go ahead and finish. I'm just saying. I know when you. Yeah, when you feel like you were debating below.
Look at the comments. Yeah, I was looking at the comments when you was going earlier. I was just reading the comments. I wasn't even listening because I already knew what it was hitting for. But I feel like I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I swear to you, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not capping or nothing, bro. I truly feel like that was like a waste of my time. Cause me and you go at it, bro. There's levels to this shit, bro. You can't just jump out. You can't just jump into the ring with Floyd Mayweather and just think everything's everything, bro. There's levels to this shit.
So should I change the rule? Do we gotta still accept every call out? Should we stop accepting all the call outs, man?
Bro, I'm accepting. What I'm saying is, what I'm asking challengers, make it a fucking challenge, bro. Because I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't even want to go 5 minutes. I don't even want to do a rebuttal, bro. Rebut for what? You killed yourself. Well, what am I rebutting? All I can just do is say, you lied about that, you lied about that, you lied about that. Time. It was almost like dude just wanted to just, whatever, bro. Whatever, man. You do your thing. Whatever you do, DJ, whatever you do, bro, rock on, homie. Rock on. You're not on my level. And I mean that with full disrespect. Like my nigga Dub will say respectfully, I'm not. I don't know you. I respect Dub. I don't respect that dude at all. That's me. And I will stay that way. Full disrespect, you're not on my level. Try somebody else. Work your way up. Get in the back of the line, bro. Dead ass serious. And don't go challenging KO either. Bro, if he challenge you, I swear to God, I ain't watching. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm being dead ass serious, bro. I'm not watching it, bro. That's a waste of my time.
But it's still funny.
But anyways, you know it's all love with us, bro. You know what it is with me and you. Salute to my nigga Dub and my homies, bro. Salute to y'all, man. I'm out of here, man.
All right, bro. Peace out. All right, right side. Give you last word, man. Let me catch super chat. House Solo with the $2 in super chat says pour dumpster juice in the can. Appreciate the $2 in super chat. All right, talk to me, right side.
Yeah, man. It was a debate, man. It was a debate, and like I said, I think that the brother DJ, I think he if he work on some of his debate tactics, I think he can be effective in this series. BF is not the one to start with, in my opinion. So, you know, hey man, get you some smoke with you know, lower tier guys and those type of things. And I think he may one day have something to offer. But man, KO man, great show as always. Shout out to my brother BF, man. He did his thing tonight. Man, we will be recapping the debate. I got to talk about it, man. I got a few things I want to talk about this debate, so I'm gonna talk about it in a second, man. I got to go make sure my son he's straight and everything. But man, KO, as always, man, I would be remiss if I didn't shout out Miss KO. I got much love for the sis, man, and she always allows us to have your time. KO, man, like I always say, man, you're doing the people's work over here. Glad that we have this series to come and instead of to get away from the yelling and back and forth on panels, you know what I'm saying, to actually have structure is very important. And man, shout out BF, man. BF, he Charlie clips that thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm so clean. Let me do a whole other scheme with it. So, hey, man, shout out to BF, man. It was a good debate. But, hey, man, we going over to the channel in a second, man. And, KO, man, much love, appreciation, as always.
All right, man. Peace out, bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Miss KO, appreciate you. Mike Biggs Boxing, Brian Corbin, Mark West, Omega Red, John Kramer, Life is Good. Let me see here. I be who I be, Bonton, South D-Town. Rick Timms, Hunter on the Hunt, 817 D-Man Jr. Who else we got, bro? D Free, Windy City Assassin, Guns and Milroy, Rodzilla Jones, Oz Boxing. D-Man, if you still in the chat, I was trying to see what you had said. Xena 360, what's up? Thank Father said there got to be a ranking system now. Let me see here. Joe, Akilo Nieder, Marquis in the building. Levi Anthony, Gertz, Anthony Robinson, everybody that came through, showed up and showed out, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We will catch y'all next time, man. I'll be live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be live. We'll have an open panel. We'll talk about everything, man. See y'all real soon, man. See y'all soon. See y'all tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you ain't new here, you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe, join the channel, hit the like button. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.